Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Rooster Podcast.
What happened?
This week brought to you by, it's a podcast this week with Gus
How long?
Brandon.
Chris.
Bernie,
and Gus.
how many times have we done the introduction where they can't get the introduction to play?
I feel like it normally doesn't happen. This is the second week in a row.
This is
Call it
podcast
out.
10,000.
We didn't call it out last week. We're calling it out this
Okay.
week because it happened again.
What happened, Cole? Fill us in.
Last week, the button
didn't work.
It worked the second time.
But one of those goddamn intermittent buttons.
Last week, I saw some comments that were upset. I guess sponsors who saw the live version where we had to fuck up at the beginning, they were upset that we didn't keep it.
That it was edited out?
Yeah, that it was cut out and it just looked like everything went off fine. That's the benefit of being a sponsor on roosterteeth.com is you get to see those behind the scene moments that the general public doesn't
What
see.
a great thing to say, Gus.
And we really appreciate
I
all
never
of
thought
our,
about the
all of our
sponsorship as
sponsors.
being that valuable.
Check out
product. There it is.
roosterteeth.com/sponsor for further information and how to achieve a sponsorship.
So
They do that in every live show. I remember in SNL, I was watching live, and they had like one of their like
he gets
effects
close up.
guys. Yeah. Oh, okay. They had one of their effects guys just like in one of the shots and like spike camera, and then he got back down, and then I watched it on Hulu, and I was like, oh, I guess they used the other like take they did because they have like a pre-show before it.
The thing though, if you're in that thing, is don't
If you're
do the headlights and the camera thing, and then run off. If what you do is
Deer in the headlights.
Yeah. What did I say?
Headlights in the camera.
Whatever. You know, Same
You know
difference.
that old expression, headlights in the camera.
I'm gonna come back to
Yeah,
this.
yeah. But then you just what you do is you just pretend like you're supposed to be there, and you kind of walk off.
Yeah, but they got to have the realization first. I mean, it's tough for a lot of people to have the internal realization that they're on camera and not supposed to be, and not externally express that.
Look at this Old West scene on SNL. There's a dude wearing a headset and wearing gloves who's on the screen for no
Have you ever seen
reason, and there he goes.
The news clip where the tech's walking by in the background, and he like does a full flop like face plant to get out of the way of the camera, but he does it in full view of the camera. It's a total wide shot, so he's in like crawling along on the ground.
Yeah, but
like
he doesn't
flopped
know
on the ground.
necessarily. Maybe it's tight.
No, yeah, he doesn't know, but it's
Yeah.
just like nice effort, but he made himself way more obvious. Just keep walking.
The best I've ever experienced in real life was in college. I was I did like videography stuff. I'd film weddings and things. I was filming a conference on pickup artists. That's a real thing. Like it's a conference for people to talk about how to pick up women or men.
Yeah.
And there's just like the expert that they brought in was like talking, and I was like interviewing him. Or I wasn't interviewing. Someone else was interviewing. I was filming it. He was talking about how like, it's a great opportunity.
The
It's
more
like,
you tell a story, the more confused I get as to what happened every time.
anyway, he's talking about how these people are really good at, they're learning to be sociable and all this thing. And in the background, there's this guy walking. Like this, like the exact opposite of what he's explaining how everyone is, and he goes, and he just freezes, and then he does this like it looks like he tries to walk slow motion backwards out of it,
Like a cartoon
yeah,
tiptoe.
yeah.
I don't know why that's people's reaction. I had a guy who at TSTV, the TV station where we worked together, or where you guys worked years after I was there. In college, we all worked there, and there was a guy that we had for a PA one day on our first movie we ever made called The Schedule, which, by the way, when I was moving this week, I found 3 copies of that on VHS.
Shouldn't have said that.
Yep.
Shouldn't have said
They're
that.
just sitting
We have
there.
one on
I know
like that. We have one
where
on
they
beta.
are.
What?
I know where they are.
It's on beta.
Where are they? Well, don't
I'm not
say.
gonna tell you.
Don't say.
Or so, yeah,
Those things are stay locked away.
Yeah.
Those stay locked away. But we were filming outside one time, and we had this Canon Scoopik. Matt and I. We were shooting on film,
Scoopik.
16 millimeter film, and it was a Canon Scoopik. It took 100-foot rolls of film, which was about 2.5 minutes, so we could film, and then we had to take it out and do another shot or do another series of shots. So we had this one long take outside. It was a picnic scene. And we were going to shoot the wide shot for it was about 2 minutes and 15 seconds. We had it all timed out. So it was just enough to take up a whole reel of film. And every time we pushed that button, it was like $5 a second burning because of development costs and film costs and everything else. So we were very conscious of it. And Tony, this guy who from the PA from TSTV, who was late that day. And so we're rolling. We're about a minute in, and all of a sudden, I see Tony coming. Like, he's coming from this direction, coming towards camera, and he's walking. So I just stand next to the camera. I'm like trying to like get Tony's attention. I'm like, hey, just keep walking, just like this. Hey, walk, just keep walking. You're a guy in the background. Just keep walking. Sure enough, he fucking sees me, and he goes, like total vaudevillian, like stop mode. He goes, "Word!" Like he's pantomiming, and then he goes, like he literally holds his hands out in front of him like Fred Flintstone, and goes up on his tiptoes and goes tick 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 tick. It was the most ridiculous thing to be ever in the background of a shot.
Have you ever heard the story about?
It cost me $800.
Damn. Did you ever hear the story about the guy who got put on the air on the BBC newscast mistakenly?
Oh, yeah.
He was there for a job interview for an IT position, but they thought he was another guy with the same first name who was a technology expert.
Yeah.
So they brought him out onto the set, and then they just like turned the camera on. They're like, "What do you think about whatever this technology is?" And he was like, he wasn't sure if it was part of the job interview, so he just went with it. And then
His
afterwards,
eyes got so big, though, when he first realized that he was on camera.
and apparently afterwards he was like, "Hey, that was great. If you ever want me to do that again, let me know." And they were like, "Wait, who the fuck are you?"
That's the same as remember Obama had that sign language interpreter who was just like some dude just making stuff up on the fly.
And he was just. And everyone, he did it with such confidence that everyone just assumed he knew what he was doing.
And he didn't know any sign language at all.
You look just like him, Chris. You could be a fake sign language interpreter.
actually that's how Chris
this podcast
dances.
is sign language proficient.
Hey, when you get something, Gus, like say you get something that you like,
Okay.
will you get it again?
It's happened once or twice.
You get it again, like
Yeah,
that same thing.
of course.
You get it. Okay, when you get a bad version of that thing, is that it? Are you done, or do you you go back in and like? See, I got these shoes,
I'm
right?
a sucker for punishment.
I got these shoes. I had a pair of these shoes. They're Kohan shoes with Nike Air soles. I like them a lot. This is not one of our sponsors, but I had these shoes for a long time. Had it for like 4 or 5 years, one pair of shoes. So I bought another pair on Amazon, and I got them. And like in the first month, like the sole is like torn off the side here, and like this whole thing's coming apart. And then the other shoe, it's like the bottom of the sole got all like ripped apart somehow, like the back of the heel is all ripped up. So I'm like foolishly going back and buying another pair. Like this has to be a defective one.
Do you think that maybe that's like a knockoff?
I don't think so.
Or it's like
Like
a
it's a fake
different, it's a
version?
different robot that made it.
Or did they change their manufacturing process?
Something that's what I think happened in the 5 years between when I bought the 2 pairs of shoes. But I'm getting another pair.
They figured out how to save money, save an extra 50 cents in production. Which
I'm a
causes
total
it to
sucker.
break. So let me tell you about something that I bought that I regret
Oh no!
and that I hate,
I know what you're saying.
and is a giant piece of shit.
I want to say you didn't actually buy it. Probably, if it's what I think it is. What did you buy that you hate, guys?
Coin.
Yeah.
The all-in-one credit card solution.
Yep.
It's like a 0-in-1 credit card solution. They could have shipped me a box filled with shit, and it would have been as effective as that piece of crap.
Probably
is.
not a true statement.
Okay,
what
so
you
the
just
coin
said.
swiped one time. So I would get a piece of shit to swipe once through a credit card reader. It would be as effective.
Good luck with that. Where did it swipe properly?
It swiped at a coffee shop.
And it feels like
It
bring
was
a
the
box of
first time I
crap
used it.
into a
It was the
coffee
first
shop.
time I used it. I swiped. I was like, yes, things are. Boo.
Yeah.
And it feels like an index card, too.
Well, and the coin is, we've talked about it before, but just in case you haven't watched every podcast, coin is this programmable credit card that we both backed. Not really on Kickstarter. It wasn't a crowdfunding thing, but it was like one of the pre-order. It felt very much like a crowdfunding thing where we were pre-ordering something, and then a year and a half later it showed up.
Yeah.
And you could put like up to 8 credit cards or gift cards or whatever in it. And
It's
that
no
way,
problem. That works great.
theoretically, yeah, you can put your cards information in, no problem. And then theoretically, you just hit a button and you can swap between different cards and swipe it, so you never have to carry anything but this one card, which is called coin.
Except it never works. So you end up carrying every card you own plus this.
I find the first week I found it worked like 85% of the time. Then it dropped down to about 66% of the time. So whatever it is, even if it's only 85%, that's still not enough for you to take your other cards out of your wallet.
For me, I think I'm hovering around 5%.
That's awful.
Because you're not saving time at all.
No.
I really doubt that because I can't imagine you trying something 20 times.
What would inspire me to keep trying it?
What
Anger.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
I'm a
true.
very angry person. So
true.
I pull it out, and now I hope it doesn't work. I'm just like, yeah,
You have-
fail.
Do you go out and
fail.
you're like, man, my day's been too good. I'm going to fucking do it.
You have shown up for work here every day for 13 years, too, and that hasn't been very effective either. So anger can be a very driving force for you guys.
Yeah. So I think the people who made it are criminals and should have, and they should have a class action lawsuit filed against them. I'll join in on that. It's
There was a
awful.
point in time where I was convinced, and it's actually a fairly decent business model if you don't have any morals. Someone could introduce a product that's a little bit ahead of the curve of some major transition. Like if you had like a music service right before they announced Apple Music or something like that, or in this particular case, they did the coin pre-orders right before Apple Pay was announced. Or I think maybe it was announced but wasn't yet
No, it was
implemented.
like a year before Apple Pay was announced, I think.
So now it's like I paid the money, I got the coin. It is a disappointing product. I agree with you, but it's almost like I don't care because it's money from like 18 months ago, and I'm just waiting for Apple Pay to come
I
out.
care because I don't want other people to make the same mistake. I don't want other people to
They
waste
won't though because they're gonna have
their
Apple Pay,
current money
or they'll have
on,
Google
on
Wallet.
coin.
One of the
What
two.
a piece of shit. Awful. I can't remember the last time I was this mad about something I bought.
Really? Man, what was the last? What was the maddest you ever got buying something?
The coin.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. You know, my last truck I got was annoying. Like a lot of shit went wrong with my
that truck.
I hated that truck.
Yeah.
Like we had that blue truck that was in immersion as the production truck now, and I just bought the newer version of it and then sold the old one to the company for like pennies on the dollar. I wish I'd kept the blue truck because the newer version of that truck, the sunroof stopped working on it. The AC doesn't work. Like you can't change the fan speed for the AC, so it's either off or just like hurricane coming at you. I mean, little things on that truck went wrong. Like there's a little button on the side of the truck for overdrive, whatever the fuck that is. That button fell off. Like, it just fell off. It just fell off, and it was on the floor of the truck one day. It's like everything in that truck went wrong slowly over the course of like a year.
You put it in drive, it goes in reverse.
Yeah.
I like the blue truck. The King Ranch is nice and smooth.
Yeah, but ever since I turned it over, there's like the truck is a little bit stinky now. Like, what is that in the cockpit of the truck? It's just kind of
It's just stink.
it's just
Yeah.
stinky. It's
Too
like
many people.
It's
Yeah.
charm.
charm.
It is not
It's
charm.
very
Is that
charming.
what you tell the women?
Yeah.
You're like, don't worry, it's just
It's
charm.
just, you'll grow to love it.
Everyone loves my charm.
I bought a pair of pants.
Go ahead.
I didn't wear them. I was going
So
to wear
human
them.
pants.
You know, I should say before we started the podcast, we had to suffer through like a 5-minute conversation with Chris about pants, because I pointed out I have paint on my pants, and he says, "Paint's pants." What did you say? Paints on pants shows that you're a working person,
Well,
and
it
that
shows
people will like
know
you
what,
more.
I think it shows that you're handy. You can do things like, oh, this person they're the type of person who can like fix a toilet, or or build a cabinet, or
Paul associates that with
Yeah, I
men
know what
with
handy means. You know, it's going through everything.
But and I think it's cool. I had a like I was saying, I had a pair of pants in college that I spilled Drano on. I wore for years because I thought it made me look like, I don't know, more
Like you could fix
effective.
toilets?
Yeah.
You can use Drano.
Well,
What a handy
without
person.
spilling it.
Yeah, he couldn't use the Drano. It ended up on his pants and not in the drain.
You have. I noticed in your bathroom, Gus, you have aspirin. Are you a doctor? How do you use that?
I've been known to dole out some aspirin every now and then. Use as directed.
You know, you could have just got a new pair of pants and spilled a little bit of Drano on it too, if you wanted to go for the look.
No, I mean,
Why do you keep messing with your zipper?
well,
What's going on
okay,
there?
so
do you have to go to the bathroom?
no. So what happened? What I was saying about my pants that I bought is a new pair of pants, and the
we got a close up
it
on
had a
the
hole.
zipper.
I wore it twice, and it had a giant hole right where the zipper is.
So like, there's the teeth, and then there's that strip of canvas that the teeth are on. Is that where the hole was?
It's just like right here.
Okay.
Like right where the crotch is. Like half an inch from the zipper is a huge hole the size of the zipper.
Okay.
So it's
Does that
basically
camera zoom in anymore?
like it's basically like the zipper doesn't matter. I still have a hole in my crotch.
Right.
And it's like 2 days
How
of
did you get the
pants.
hole? Did you stretch it out?
I don't know. Same thing as your shoes.
Just came up.
Was it your dick? It just burst out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like, no,
It always happens to every pair of pants I buy.
I don't know what it is. It's just my plants always just split right there.
So what did you do? Where does this story go? What did you do with your pants?
They're over there. I almost wore them on the podcast, but I thought I changed them.
We went through the whole thing, and I'm like, that was it.
It's like a story Kramer would tell on Seinfeld. It's just like, go here, because no one.
These really interesting pants. They're off camera.
They're right there. I mean, I almost walked out on them, and I was like, I'm gonna be sitting. I think it'll be too visible.
Did you wear those in Australia? Mm-hmm. You wore your crotchless pants in Australia?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
that's when I found out about the hole, because that was the second time I wore them, and then I didn't pack very many clothes, so I still had to wear them for several times.
You know what's almost like? It almost feels like having a superpower is when you go on how long were you gone?
2 weeks.
Yeah, when you're gone that long, when you find like a washer and dryer like halfway through your trip, and you can just wash all your clothes in your suitcase, it feels like getting away with a crime. I don't know how else to put it. It's just like, it's amazing. We were at E3 so long, and we had access to a washer dryer, so I could like wash my clothes. It's just like amazing. When you're not doing that thing where you're like wearing clothes out of a suitcase, and then when you take them off, you got to like put them back like near your clean clothes, and it's just like, after like the 6th day of that, it's just you just feel like nasty, and you just got to do something about it, you know.
Yeah. This past trip, it's funny you say that you had access to a washer dryer. I did also. It's very rare that I'll have access to a washer and dryer on the road, and it was really helpful. I mean, I ended up spilling coffee on some of the clothes I was going to wear, for our coverage. And I was like, oh, sweet. And I just got the washer dryer, get all that stuff right back out there.
I mean, if you had a washer dryer in every hotel room, would you even pack clothes? Or
It's like the same thing over and over again.
Or would you just get on a plane with like your laptop bag and then just wash your outfit every single night?
That'd be pretty awesome. But that reminds me of something that we've been meaning to talk about forever. Did we talk about it? The duffel? The service? Do we ever talk about that in the podcast?
Did we ever talk about duffel? Yeah.
So I think Patrick sent us an email about it. It's a service.
But okay, go ahead.
It's a service where you can send them a suitcase with your clothes in it.
They send you this. You sign up. They send you the suitcase.
Oh, they send you the suitcase.
They send you a duffel.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put whatever clothes you want in it. You send it back to them. They wash it all and store it. Then whenever you travel somewhere, you just tell them, I'm going to be at this city, at this hotel, and they send the bag to you there. That way you get your clothes there, you wear them, you send them back to the service, they wash them, and they restore them for you for your next trip.
They iron them and they fold them up and everything.
That I like.
I think that was the downside.
Would you wait until you're actually going someplace, or would you just do it as a precaution? Like, you're like, I'm probably going to travel someplace. I'll just do it right now. Because if you did it just and not knowing, it could also be like a little time capsule. You could be like, this is what the world was like at this point. And then whenever you get in the future, you're like, oh, look at this.
Well,
there's probably cheaper ways to do a time capsule.
Yeah, that's way more fun.
Some e-business. It's like Uber for clothes. And Brandon's using it as a time capsule. I'd love to prank the dude and just go like, meet me at the corner of like Washington and Maine, and then you show up covered in blood. give me the clothes. Give me the clothes.
Does it have my passport in it?
Yeah,
and the
just
money?
like pull out a gun and cash.
I thought you were going to say just send them like a suitcase full of dildos. Those are my traveling ones.
Oh, God. Too soon. Too soon.
What do you Too soon.
You guys didn't hear the whole hubbub? We put out a video this weekend of us playing Agario, Gus. That was one of the podcast Let's Plays we put out.
I like that video a lot. I think it turned out really well.
That was a fun game. Like Barbara discovered that game and like showed it to me, and I was like, oh, we're doing this. Like we were trying to just decide what game to use. It's like a web browser game, like a Flash game. Anyway, we put that out, and we had a really offensive name at the end of it. Like I had Gavin name my bubble. And he named my bubble Child Fucker. And we ended up winning the game with that, like at the top of the
Got
leaderboard.
like to the top of the leaderboard.
And I was convinced I was going to have to edit out the whole time. We put out the video. I was like, oh, man, someone's going to have a fit about this. But it didn't matter because, like, we put that video out. And then, like, 20 minutes later, they put out the Sunday Driving where Jeff talked about taking it in the ass. And then, like, half a day after that, we put up for sponsors the trigger warning PSA. So our, like, pedophile jokes for 10 minutes like totally went under the radar. We got so lucky with that.
So someone pointed out to me that the meaning behind the name of the game and the name of the website.
It's Agar, yeah.
I didn't make the connection at all until someone pointed it out.
What's the connection?
Oh, it's with like the petri dish, the
nutrient,
base of it, yeah.
That's
where they grow the stuff. And so you play. You can watch the Let's Play, but it's you play a little dot, and you can pick up other dots. There's burp. There's a little burp.
Yeah, and you just go around.
Oh, you have guys.
I want to thank you.
Too?
I want to thank you, Patrick, for picking the early part of the video, not the later part of the video, so we don't have to censor that.
I've used burp as like a game character name for like years now.
That's Burb. Oh, that's Barbara playing it. We named her Burb.
So now we know if we run into burp in any game that it's you. It's weird to me that like with the rationale behind like a name you would pick for something online, like the names that people pick for their characters. And I always wonder, like, what is the personal meaning behind it? It's like, is there a meaning, and what is it?
The first character I named was the Final Fantasy 11 MMO, and I was that little dude, the little like, the little magician type dudes. And I was like, what's a funny name for him? Burp. Or maybe it was like something else. Like sometimes they do Colonel Burp, but you know, it's just like a funny little like dude name.
You should do like Pants Holes. Or Pants. Pants would be a good one for you. Colonel Pants.
I like that.
Yeah. If you're in a Spanish MMO, it's Pantalones. Yeah. You can easily go international with it.
I feel like you always have pants incidents, and I
do,
can't really explain it. I remember, I think there was one time you bought a pair of pants, and the next day we had a shoot, and you were trying to cut through something like a prop, and you accidentally cut into your pants. So
I was wearing prop pants, and I forgot I was underneath it. I was wearing my new pants.
So you went back to the store and you returned the pants you bought.
Yeah, I was like, "There's a hole in this pants." I didn't specify that I was the one that cut the hole in the pants.
And they took it back.
Yeah, I feel a little guilty.
A little.
It was a small hole. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you're the reason prices go up. The pants prices are through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he does have a lot of pants stories.
I don't
feel
understand it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
For
have
some
another
reason.
pair of jeans I loved that the zipper would never stay down, which only like.
What do you mean they would never
infuriates
stay
me.
down?
I mean, it would always work itself down.
Okay.
It would just like have a thing that the pants just like throughout the course of the day it would work itself down. I have another
Thanks for
pair.
demonstrating. I had no idea what you're talking
and
about.
I have another pair of
Zipper
pants.
goes down. Interesting.
Like
Good
and
to
I have
know that.
I have another pair of pants that's it's always zipped, but for whatever reason it looks like it's unzipped. And people always walk up to me like, "Oh, your flies are done."
So you have very
So the teeth of your zipper are exposed.
Yes, but the way the pants look, it looks like only like half of it is exposed. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, well his zipper. I'm like, no, they're zipped. Look, and I show them.
You do that? You have to go through the whole demonstration? He just grabbed either side of his crotch
I'm like,
and pulled super
I'm
hard.
like, look, see, it's clearly zipped.
Do you wear those on a date? Because you're like, well, maybe if it accidentally goes down and she
They're
sees
still
it,
nice.
maybe it's just.
No, they're still
Maybe
really.
she'll
I
be
still
okay
wear
with
those
that.
pants.
Look at your face, Gus.
I don't understand. It's like, why is it not only do you have a lot of story about pants, but more specifically, it's always about the zippers and the crotch.
I
I
don't know. I think maybe it has to do. I think I wear my pants too low or something. I don't know. I really don't know.
A lot of time thinking about your pants, dude.
Well, I have a lot of bad pants.
Apparently. Splurge. Go get some nice
Did
new
the
pants.
people who made coin make your pants?
Yeah, probably.
How much do pants cost? How much do jeans cost now?
Oh, it depends.
$100?
They can be like $10 to like 120, 150.
200.
Yeah, right?
I don't spend. I
That's the
I'll
brand.
spend-
So I went and bought a pair of pants. And to me, like, pants cost $50 or $60. That's how much a pair of jeans costs. Yeah. And I was in the store the other day. And I was like, oh, that's a nice pair of jeans. I like this. It's $150 for a pair of jeans.
Yeah, like 7, the brand.
Yeah.
Super expensive.
And also, what do you do? Guys, this is a good social awkwardness thing for
Okay,
you.
let's do it.
You're like, hey, I'm buying a pair of pants. These
buying a
things
pair of
clearly
pants.
cost $50 or $60.
$50 or $60.
Whatever. You get to the counter and they tell you it's $150. Or you bought that in a shirt. It's like $200. You're like, $200 what? And then you look at the receipt and it's $150 you just paid for the pair of pants. What do you do? Is that clearly it's too
No,
much
it's
money?
done. Are you saying I've already purchased it
Or
and I'm out the door?
Or
You're in
they
line.
they just tell you your total. You have an option. They tell you, Gus, your total is $200, Mr. Sorola.
No.
You say
Like,
no.
never mind.
You say never mind.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go through the social awkwardness of like, oh, I'm gonna act like this is totally acceptable to me and just buy it
Not if
anyway?
I was not if it's triple what I was expecting.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah.
What you do is you take out your new fancy credit card and you're like, oh, it doesn't work. Sorry. Gotta
That's a
go.
perfect use for it. If you want to act like you can't pay for something.
Yeah.
So then you'd rather look like you can't. Your credit card was declined.
No, it just doesn't swipe.
It
You're
just
like,
doesn't swipe.
Oh, I don't know what's wrong.
Did you tell him to try to swipe it up?
No.
Swiping up apparently works more than swiping down.
Has that ever happened to you?
No, why don't they
Don't
install
make
credit
that-
card
don't
machines
make that-
upside down?
Don't make that face at me.
No, I'm gonna make that face everywhere.
No.
That's so stupid. Why didn't they put the magnetic strip upside down on the fucking card then?
I don't. It's just something people have discovered that if they swipe it up, it works.
No,
a
that's
little bit
bullshit. I call bullshit on that. I don't think that's actually true.
What's the
I think
thing-
they think they're mentally they're convincing themselves that that's the case. It is not the case. That is bullshit. I call
better. Yeah.
bullshit.
Do you notice that people always notice it when you go to use it?
Yes.
Like it's definitely a conversation piece.
Yeah.
They ask about it and you say, but it probably won't work when you swipe it, and then they swipe it and it doesn't work.
Yeah. We're like, oh,
They
look,
hit it
see,
back.
yeah, great. Fucking piece
Well,
of
that
shit.
would be cool. Everyone agrees. That would be awesome if it actually worked. What's the thing when anybody worked retail
Yeah.
before?
Oh, restaurant. Not really.
What's the thing when you go to swipe a card doesn't work and then they take like a piece of paper and wrap it around it and then swipe
I've
it?
seen it with plastic bags.
I've seen
as
plastic
well.
bags too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other
I think
thing. What does that
like,
do?
Smooths it.
You're guessing. You have no idea.
no,
right?
I am.
Like,
I'm
It just
okay.
smooths out the magnetic
Yeah.
strip.
It lines up all the ones
Well, like
and zeros.
I think it gets wrinkles in the. Like,
I mean, I don't know. So maybe that's the right answer. Maybe Chris is right.
Someone tweet us #RT Podcast.
Yeah, tweet us at #RT Podcast and tell us why using a plastic bag or a piece of paper on a credit card makes it easier to swipe.
Someone has a suggestion for you here, Chris, for your pants where the zipper always
Gus,
goes
guy
down.
on Twitter wants you to know that if the label says $60, then legally they have to sell it to you for $60. Who the fuck said that?
Yeah,
Who the
that's,
fuck said
that's
anything?
irrelevant to the conversation.
Thanks a lot, dude. Thanks for half listening to the podcast, but taking the time to tweet.
You can
Bag.
you can take like a key ring, put it through the zipper, and then attach it to the button, and it'll hold it up just like that.
oh, that's really clever.
Yeah. So there you go. Thanks to
It doesn't work with the pants with the hole.
Hold That Ghost on Twitter. Yeah, he's just trying to let me.
Yeah.
This will
Yeah,
help
yeah,
you
yeah.
with one of your pants. Though.
That's
you are
one of-
really ungrateful.
No, that's good for one of 5 pants.
If anybody else can help with the other 4 pants that Chris has problems with, we'd really appreciate that. Let us know.
The whole price ambush thing, has that ever happened to you at a restaurant? Like you go there, you sat down, you look at the menu, and you're like, "Holy shit!"
Oh yeah, that's a great scenario.
Okay,
yeah.
I have a follow up to your
I did
scenario.
that for Valentine's Day one time.
I did that on a first date.
Totally made it up.
Sure, you don't want to. You sure you don't want just a salad?
Let me read this, and then I'm going to get to this because I do have a story about. Okay, whatever. I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is brought to you by. So you had the ambush thing. This actually just happened to me in LA for E3.
You got ambushed?
The
Well, with
price
the price ambush, like you're talking about. It was my last day there. I was getting ready to go to the airport. Finished up, checked out. I was like, well, I got like an hour before I need to head out to the airport. I'll get some lunch. So my wife and I were walking around downtown LA, and she said she wanted sushi. So I was like, okay. I looked on Yelp. It's like there's a sushi place like 3 blocks away. Let's walk over there. So we walked down the street and turn the corner, walk past it. Like it's supposed to be right here. I don't know where it is. Turn around, walk back. It's like I have no idea where this place is. It's like, well, this nondescript door with no sign. This is the address. This is where it should be. Let's walk in here. So I open the door and walk in, and it's this beautiful restaurant. I mean, like immaculate, gorgeous, totally empty.
Oh boy.
There's a Japanese dude in like a white chef's outfit standing in the middle of the restaurant staring at the door. And I'm
That's
like,
a front.
And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, are you open?
Sounds like the beginning of like a GTA mission.
I was like, are you open? Should I come back? And the guy walks up to me at the front. He's like,
are you Agent 47?
He goes, hello, welcome to the restaurant. Have you been here before? I said, no, I've never been here. I just found this online. He said, okay, well, let me tell you about this restaurant. We don't have a menu. We'll serve you 11 pieces of sushi. The chef makes you whatever he wants. It's $75.
The dude in the white suit's not the chef?
No.
Okay.
He's like, we'll make you 11 pieces of sushi at $75.
Let's do math on that. Tell me, so really quick. 75, 11 is 75. That is almost $10 a piece of sushi. So
Almost
it's like
$7.
$7.
Yeah.
$7 each.
Then he says, or we can make you 15 pieces of sushi for $125.
$125, 15 pieces of sushi. That's 7 times.
And
Did he bring out a box? And he was like, the third option is.
And then he goes, so would you still like to eat lunch? And I was like, yes, I still would like to eat lunch. Something about the way he said it, like, yeah, I can eat lunch here. That's not a problem.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, right.
So you still want to eat lunch
How
here?
come more sushi costs? It seems like the more sushi you get, the more expensive it is.
I don't know.
It was $7 for a piece of sushi, and the second one anyway. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And then I was like, okay. So we got ambushed. We sit down, and then he walks off. And then my wife goes, "What the fuck are you doing? You're really gonna eat here?" I was like, "I don't know. We don't have time. We got to eat here." And
what'd you get? Did you get the 15?
I got the 11 pieces of sushi.
Oh, it's
Was it
11
good?
pieces. I thought you said 15. Okay,
No,
11.
15 was 125. 11 pieces was 75.
Because if it was
11,
bad,
75. Got it. Okay, I got it. I'm all good now. I'm all good. I got it.
was it really, really good? Because if it was bad, that's an absolute drug
The
front.
first dish was awful.
See,
I
drug front.
thought I was gonna throw up in my mouth.
That's not
the other
that's
10.
not a good deal.
The other 10 were amazing.
I'm upset about
So
the
are
other
they
piece of
different?
fish.
All completely different sushis?
Yeah,
Those 4 pieces of sushi cost you a lot of money. They cost you a lot of money.
they do.
The extra pieces I'm talking about.
Yes.
Why would they charge you more for?
I don't know. I didn't get the 15.
All right.
You're hung up on the wrong part of the story.
Well, it's a bad business model.
So
That's
then
why he's standing in the middle of the restaurant when it's empty.
There was another dude dressed all in white behind the counter who was the actual chef who made everything.
What'd you get?
I don't remember. It wasn't like anything you've ever heard of. It was all like, oh, this is a whatever fish. It was caught this morning off the coast of Nagasaki and flown here and, just unloaded and brought here directly. I have no idea what you're serving me. I have no idea anything that I'm eating here.
I like to eat, whenever we travel somewhere, I like to eat, the local food. We had raw hamburger in Amsterdam. None of you guys were on the trip with us, right? Gus, were you on the trip when we ate the raw hamburgers? Me and Jason and Jeff, I think? Or Gavin, maybe? Anyway, we ate raw hamburger, and they told us that was a local delicacy called Oostworst. That's a RTAA. But then when I went to New Zealand, I went down to the South Island, and I took a train across the South Island through what they call the Southern Alps. It was gorgeous. And then I ended up in a town called Greymouth on the western coast of the South Island of New Zealand. And as we're getting off, I said, I just want to eat some local. I go, it's New Zealand. Is there anything local that I couldn't get, anywhere else? They said, oh, well, if you really want to eat a local, try whitebait. And I was like, whitebait? All right, I'll try that. What is that? They said, it's fish. And I said, oh, that's fine. I like fish. So they gave it to me. It was minnows. It was
Oh my God.
I ate minnows, baked into a fritter.
That's awesome.
I think I might have talked about this at the time. Oh, dude, eyes and everything. Just it was 50 minnows baked into a cake. And it was whitebait.
Oh, minnow cake.
It was bar none It was the fishiest thing I've ever eaten in my life. Brandon, it tasted like drinking straight from the bayou in Houston.
Oh, no. No. I can't. Like, when I was a kid, I went to, like, what's a fish slaughterhouse?
Fishmongery.
And, like, I went in
Dude,
there.
look it up.
And I threw up. And now, like,
Fishmongers sell fish.
A fishmonger.
They don't slaughter it.
the smell of fish, like, it makes.
Slaughtered fish. What does that mean? A fish slaughterhouse.
No, it's like where you
They
bring
swim
up.
to a canal and they hit it with a hammer.
It's where you the fisherman catches some fish. Someone's got to cut them up.
Doing the docks?
No, it's like this place, and you're like, hey, here are my fish, and then they like.
Oh, is that white bait?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Those little minnows in there. They look like eels, but they're minnows.
Nope.
But it's just like fish that have all been. They've all been gutted, and it's like I threw up as a kid, and then now every time I smell it, it's like I remember that experience. The same thing with whiskey. That was like the first liquor that I drank as a little kid because I was like, oh, I can drink liquor.
A little kid.
Everybody, right?
You
sneak away.
You were
You
so
sneak away
depressed
and-
from the
No,
slaughterhouse.
you sneak away. You're like, oh, my grandpa, I'm drinking his liquor. And then you're like, ugh. And then now if I smell whiskey, I just like, I get super sick.
You know, I'm embarrassed to admit, for me, that wasn't drinking. That was smoking for me. Like, I was smoking at like 9. So, yeah. It was
crazy.
Yeah, it was like with older kids and everything like that. I mean, I never
Different
like,
age.
like a pack a day habit. I didn't even know how to
I had
inhale.
the candy cigarettes.
I had unfiltered Pall Malls. But but that was like my older brother was like 14 and he smoked. Like, it wasn't like, I mean, this is like mid 80s, so it wasn't like a big deal, you know? Cigarettes weren't as big a deal back then.
Yeah, they'd only found out it caused cancer like 25 years before that.
Oh, dude, it's like, you know, I always say that cell phones are like the new cigarettes because you look at the photos from the 50s and they're in a club at night or in an airplane. Every motherfucker is smoking, and you're like, how do you not know that gives you cancer? You know at the time. It's smoke and you're inhaling it. You know it's going to affect you negatively. And I think they're going to look back at us with all of our damn cell phones constantly on subways and everything. They're going, you idiots.
It was
cell phones
worth
are
it.
fine.
Worth it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you got a
I lived, Burnie.
1.21 gigawatt Wi-Fi extender in your bedroom, and you didn't think that would give you a tumor? Go fucking figure. I'm just waiting for that shoe to drop.
So
I had
lots
a-
of people on Twitter are saying that the plastic bag over the credit card, they're all saying the same thing, so I believe them.
I'm seeing lots of different answers.
It mutes the corrupted areas of the magnetic strip.
What is it?
Oh, of course, mutes it.
And that's the same terminology
Yeah, it smooths
multiple
it
people
out.
are
Yeah.
saying. It smooths it out.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
you were right.
Read between the lines.
I have a price ambush story. So my first date in college, this is like my first non-high school girlfriend, you know, and that's like a whole different courting process in high school and when you actually become an adult. I was like, well, we got to go to a restaurant. So I went out and looked for nice restaurants in Austin. And I think this was before Yelp, like 2004. And I heard this place called Green Pastures. It was a really nice place. and I
Holy
was like,
shit. I did. Okay, go ahead. I did the same thing.
and I was like, oh, this is really cool.
I did this on Valentine's Day.
Oh, wow. I think it was just a normal day. So then we go there, very first date, and we sit down, and they hand us the menus, and I'm looking, and it's like $40 a plate, like something ridiculous. And she's looking at it too. And then she looks at me with this face, and it's not, oh my God, this is so nice. I can't believe you did this. It's, oh my God, this is way too expensive. I know we can't afford this. And she literally just, like, with the driest, sarcastic tone says, wow, you really know how to make a girl feel good about herself.
Wow.
And I was like, I'm
like, you said that, like-
sorry.
So she felt guilty ordering food?
Yeah, like she felt
She's
guilty for
like-
being there, and then I like couldn't afford it. So like when the waiter came back, I was like, yeah, I got a call from my roommate.
Wow.
And there's something going on.
What was
so
the-
we'll pay for our bread appetizers, and then we're gonna go. And then we left
for the
there,
bread.
and we went to the Taco Cabana
How much was
by
bre- how
campus
much
and
was
ate
bread?
dinner at Taco Cabana.
Did they make you pay for the bread?
They did.
They did not.
$22 bucks.
$22?
That place is expensive.
I went in there
The
on
bread's
Valentine's.
free though.
I went in there on Valentine's Day, like a year after I graduated
Oh, that's
college.
it?
There's Green Pasture right there. It's where you were married there, and Jason was married there, right?
Yep.
I just want to say.
Is that okay to say?
Oh wait, I was married there. Yeah.
Yeah, Jason was married there too,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Yeah.
I just say
think so, yeah.
I dated that girl for 6 months
After?
after.
Well, I mean,
was
look,
really
if
good
she made it
bread.
to the end
Yeah.
of the night, she'd probably in it for the long haul at that point.
Did you ever go back to Green Pastures with her?
No, too many scars.
We-
I should
we-
bring it up to her though.
The year after I graduated college, we sat down for dinner there. It's like I was like working on the movie and everything else, and so I was just like, Didn't make any plans for Valentine's Day, but tried to pretend like it did. So we found green pastures and went there. And they're like, yeah, we can find a table for you.
I know. They're like, how do they not have any tables?
And they sat us down. It's Valentine's Day. It's like we never have a reservation, but they said, oh, don't worry, we'll figure it out. We sat down. It was a fixed price menu, and it was $150 a plate.
Yeah.
What?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, it's
I was
ridiculous.
Like, oh,
I'm sure if you had a reservation, it was 100. And you walk in, you say you don't have a reservation, like, oh, we're gonna make a special table for
It
you.
was the same menu, and I was just like, I'm fucked. So I just spent $300 plus for dinner that night.
I remember the reservation thing. I was like, do you have any tables? I know it's like kind of last minute. They're like, oh, no, we have tables. I was like, that's weird on a Friday night that this restaurant has open tables. What's going on here? And it's because it's like, oh, no, it's cost $1 billion to eat.
Yeah, it's weird. There's open tables, and why is that guy over there with like an adding machine? And then
He's got the little green visor.
Yeah. This old dude punching away, cackling at you.
Why is that a stereotype? The green visor for like someone with an adding machine.
Man, who knows?
Why is it green?
I have no idea.
Why does he need a visor at all?
Right, there's a lot going on here. I don't know anything
Yeah.
about. We just take it for granted.
One of like the early modeling photos that Barb posted on the Rooster Teeth website too. She's wearing a green visor like that, but it's like super futuristic. But all I could picture her was like at an adding machine, like doing like the daily
Tabulating all the
tally.
Facebook likes.
Yeah,
Give me another beer.
I'll take a beer.
You sure? You don't have a problem? Did you?
We just got to update. There is no line at Shake Shack right now. They're twist off guys. It's Shiner.
Dude, okay. I didn't watch your Periscope the other week. Did you end up getting...
Chris, by the way, thought for a second about twisting off and was like, no, I'm not even trying. That moment of hesitation was like...
You saw that?
Chris was like, oh, I can screw that up. And just passed it along.
Did you end up ordering
also-
a Big Mac with a filet of fish bun?
No. I didn't. But I did go and I asked the people at McDonald's to explain to me why the filet of fish bun was softer than the regular bun. And I found out it's the exact same bun, but they steam the filet of fish.
No, they don't. The filet of fish is fried.
It's a fried fish thing, square, but then the square is frozen. They ship it to the stores, and then they steam it to make it ready for the customer to enjoy.
They've got fryers right there.
Yeah, it's not
why?
fried. I don't think it's fried. They might steam the buns separately, but then that would mean in McDonald's there's just a machine that steams filet of fish buns. That would be the least efficient thing that McDonald's has ever done.
But why wouldn't they just fry it? Like,
It's more so the bun.
But see, if you're saying that like they would have a machine just to steam the buns, so instead you're saying they have a machine just to steam filet of fishes. Like either way, it's like it's impractical
Why
and
would
weird.
you buy
What
fish
else-
from a fast food place?
You ever had the filet of fish?
No.
It's fucking good. It's really good.
It's
Plus,
steamed.
cod are going extinct, so you got to eat the fuck out of them right now.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're not going to be around for much longer, so you got to eat
that's
a bunch.
kind of the opposite thinking with cod. That
Never-
you should,
Get it while it's there.
They're going extinct. We better eat as many as we can.
You should never say that an edible animal is going extinct, because then it's like when you go to when I go get sushi, I get tuna every time because there's not going to be tuna in like 20 years.
Really?
Yeah, their tuna are going away.
If you find out
There will
that,
always be tuna. Like we can't get all the tuna. That'll be impossible. We can't, but we'll fish them to the point where there'll be like
It'll be expensive and they'll be small and shitty.
yeah, it'll be small and shitty and expensive.
if you find out an
By the way,
animal's
tuna are fucking big.
They're huge.
How big do you think a tuna is? Chris is saying like about a foot
foot?
long.
Foot?
There's tuna like 800 pounds.
I had
They-
no idea how
Yeah.
big tunas were until I went to Japan and I went to the Tsukiji fish market.
Yep.
And it was like it looked like a whale.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What is that?" You know, it's a tuna. Like, what the fuck? Are you like a tuna might not fit on that couch?
Definitely, a big tuna would not fit on that couch.
What?
have you seen how big boars can get?
They're enormous.
Tunas are huge.
They
Yeah.
have pigs that are like as big as this couch, like 1,000 pounds. Like I've never seen that in fiction growing up. You never see that anywhere.
That's a tuna?
That's a tuna.
Oh yeah.
Holy moly.
I was gonna look up a picture, but no, that's great.
Yeah.
Would you want to eat an animal just because it's endangered?
Its eyes roll. It's got a doll's eyes.
Like not an animal that people normally eat, but if you found out an animal, oh, it's going endangered, I kind of like to try that.
Yeah,
before.
that's
Like
what I'm saying.
polar bear?
You should never say that an edible
Polar bear
animal.
endangered?
I guess every animal's edible, but you should never say that an animal that is regularly eaten is going extinct.
Is
Like I
pol-
didn't hear that a rhino is going extinct, and
Oh, is it?
I want to eat it. It's
I
all
don't
gone.
wanna, yeah.
We just lost rhinos. They're gone.
That was
Yeah.
one type of rhino, like the
What do you
white
mean?
horned
The
rhino or
black
something. Black
rhino,
Yeah.
black-horned rhino. Which
Yeah.
one extinct? The last one died.
Oh God,
Really?
Huh?
it was
Dead.
so
Why?
so
Last
young.
one they know of. I mean,
Last
there could be
one,
one
yeah.
like hanging out.
That's
somewhere.
in the wild, I think, right? Like they still have them in captivity, but
Oh, is that true?
I think so.
I think extinct.
How do they
one-
know the last one in the wild died? Like, how did
That's what I'm saying. They
It
could be
had-
like,
Yeah.
It had armed guards.
Yeah.
What?
You've never heard that? You've never seen the
No.
pictures?
No.
Yeah, they wanted to make sure that poachers didn't kill it. So it had like armed guards with machine guns who were around it 24 hours a day.
And they wondered why it didn't breed. Go ahead. We're just gonna stand here with guns.
It was the only one. What's it going to breed with?
All right. Well.
A very unlucky meerkat? You're pretty fucked up. Yeah, but listen, but when I mean, it's bad when things go extinct. It's really terrible. But when I hear something goes extinct now, I'm just like, that'll be okay. Like, it'll be okay. Like, 40 years from now, we'll get the rhinos back. Like, they've got that tissue sample somewhere. And we're just not at the point where we can just clone it and make a new one. And granted, we don't want to, like, there it is. There's him.
Guards.
Oh, man.
Do you think
He
we go
looks
through,
like he knows he's the last one.
Yeah.
Do you think we go through that work though? Once it's gone, it's like, what's the point?
You bet we would. Bring back a rhino. If a rhino hasn't been around for 40 years, somebody will clone it.
Will they bring back dinosaurs, you think?
Yeah, I don't. Do they have any? I mean, the Jurassic Park, they did the whole DNA, and then they combined it with frog DNA. Do we have any DNA from any dinosaurs whatsoever?
A long time ago.
I don't think so.
I know.
Yeah,
How would we have it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if anything, we'll probably just make those. Like they'll just like if we get so far along in genetics that we just make what we think a dinosaur was.
Or if you could reverse engineer current DNA from like a bird
Just
or a chicken or
mutate it.
something and figure out like the way it worked backwards.
Yeah.
I know. I can't wait to see what Twitter's saying about this conversation. It's a hypothetical discussion.
Are you saying maybe like a
discussion.
whole system to devolve anything?
Right, just like to work your way back up the chain.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the bones look like.
Well, the top comment right now on Twitter is from Rodzilla, and he says, "I agree with Burnie. The filet of fish is delicious."
Oh God.
I saw another comment that said, "I work at McDonald's. Don't ever order that."
Yeah.
Shut up! You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I remember ordering a salmon.
The filet of fish is
Chili's.
fried. The bun is steamed. Okay, so there is just a bun steamer. Go in there, Gus, and demand to know what the machine that steams buns does when it's not steaming buns.
It's
That's
just
what you
chilling.
want to know.
It's just chilling. It's just
Does it have
waiting.
another function? Maybe it does something else too.
What
Maybe
makes
like
you think it's just not steaming buns all the time?
Because nobody
Not
orders
that
filet
many
of
people
fish.
it's not a very common dish.
How many times have you been into McDonald's and somebody with you has ordered a filet of fish?
I don't. No one hangs out with me. I don't know.
Nobody goes
Yeah,
to
I guess I've never seen someone order.
Well, it's a rare thing, and that's why I noticed the bun is different. And it's much better than the regular bun. Steam buns are the way to go.
So you didn't get the Big Mac with the filet fish bun. Would they not make it, or did you not order it?
I didn't order it. I just ordered a cheeseburger and a filet of fish together.
So then you assembled
And
it
then
yourself.
You swap the
People on
buns?
Periscope are already telling me the difference. So
Okay.
Oh. It's like I thought you ordered them both and then swapped the bun and threw out.
totally should have done that. I'm gonna go.
Then you could have returned the filet of fish and be like, you put the wrong bun on it.
After this today, I'm gonna say
There's a
I'm
hole
gonna,
in this
go
bun.
and ask for a cheeseburger, but I'm gonna say I want the buns steamed like the filet of fish buns.
You're getting like Billy, the guy from our old office who'd go into Jimmy John's and order tuna and turkey and nothing else.
No, you're tuna and cheese in a lump, and you would just eat that.
That
Freaking penguin.
over there, I was walking down 6th Street there the other day, and right next to Jimmy John's, there used to be that extreme pita place.
Yeah.
That's a P. Terry's now.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Little-
Why did all the food suck when we were there?
The half-life of
there's some
DNA
stuff
is
that's
too
all right.
short for us to clone dinosaurs.
They're about to start.
half-life of DNA.
Yeah, it decays.
Okay.
They're about to start bulldozing that old office.
Good.
I think it's just in the next 2 weeks is when it started.
Next
This
2
is our-
weeks? Wow, that's really fast.
Yeah, it was supposed to be after July 4th. Yeah, it's like this is the office we were 2 offices ago on Congress, and it was probably, I don't know, a quarter of the size of this studio space that we're in.
Season 1 and 2 of Shorts.
Season 1 and 2 shorts, yeah.
Yeah, it was really small. The big room that we all worked in was probably about the size of a little bigger than the set, like from the front of the set to the back wall where the stuff's hanging.
If you've ever seen a short or anything like that, the blue mural that we have was the entire size of the office, and about that was that long, and it was 10 feet wide,
Yeah.
maybe.
Which is now the
12
size
feet
of our
wide?
kitchen. It's crazy to think
It
the
was
kitchen's the
way
same size
smaller
as
than the
it was.
kitchen. It was smaller than that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I just mean like lengthwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'm actually,
We filmed our first ever RT short. Do you remember what the first ever RT short was?
yeah, it was when putting Shannon in the box.
That was the first official RT short
Wasn't
season.
that
Short.
Captain Dynamic?
Remember the first live action thing that we did? Yeah, and then we did before we did that though.
Was it Gus Cat?
it was Gus Cat, Ninja
Or
Gus,
Scary Gus?
Ninja Gus.
That doesn't count, does it?
Well, it was our first live action thing we ever posted on one of our channels. Was
Is that really?
Ninja Gus? It was one of the first live action things ever.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, 'cause we
Apple,
kept talking-
Apple
remember-
Switch parody and Ninja Gus? Fucking gold right here.
We kept talking about doing live action, stuff for a long time, and I think we'd even ordered the red by that point. And I was like, "Fuck it, let's just do something silly." Hey, there's Ninja Gus.
Yeah, and the
What did you
first
film that on? Was that your phone?
I don't know what I filmed that on. No, it was probably like a little camcorder.
yeah, and the RT short Burnie's talking about, it started as a fake behind the scenes video, right? It was like recording Shannon for an actual episode. But wait, no, I thought Captain Dynamic was first.
Now we're just watching this video.
No, now we're watching a video on the podcast without sound. And then I go psst, and scare him.
I'm wearing that fucking 0 Hour hoodie. Still have that thing.
More things change.
Why aren't you wearing it?
It's hot as shit right now.
Would you be okay with them bringing back dinosaurs?
Sure, why not? If
Little
Jurassic
ones.
Park taught me anything, it's that would be cool.
They keep trying that Jurassic Park, don't they? They just keep trying it in those movies.
Why would you want to? Why
What do
would
you
you
mean
want
they
to
keep
do
trying
that?
it?
Well, it's like the first movie that it ate everybody. Then they make a new one. It eats everybody. I mean, it's like they just keep making that fucking park and thinking everything's gonna be okay, and everything's not okay.
Well, they learned their lessons from the last time. You
Clearly
do it
not.
right.
Clearly not.
I want like a 45-minute Jurassic Park movie where everything goes well, and then they end the movie. Like that scene in the end of Jurassic Park where that guy's looking at the little, cane and his whole dream. That breaks my heart. I just want to see if everything go good.
Who would go watch that?
I'd
movie?
go watch it, and
You
I'd
go-
be like, I'd feel really happy.
What you could do, I think what you're looking for then is like an experience at a theme park where you go and you get in a bubble and they put a VR headset on you and you go in like one of the carts and like you go around the park and you look at everything.
You want Star Tours?
right, and then
I
you're
just want
done.
someone to have a dream and it go well.
So you want a
hear-
narrative and everything. You want no conflict in this narrative.
Lots of people's
just this
dreams. Lots
specific.
of
There's
people's
enough
dreams go
Jurassic
well.
Parks. I've seen enough dinosaurs.
None of those people work here, but a
go
lot of people's
poorly.
dreams go well.
Let's just make one where everything goes well. But would you seriously want to bring back a dinosaur? Like,
Yeah.
no, but these
A
things.
little one.
These
No,
things,
I
like,
want the
little
big
one.
ones.
but why would you want to
I
introduce
don't want
that?
a big one.
I want
Things
the
are
big
going
ones.
relatively okay for us.
No, they're
Does
not.
dwarfism?
Like dinosaurs were around for like how much? 240
What if-
million years. Like they had their shit together.
What if this was the motivation for the human race to improve itself?
What if they-
Oh,
what if
fuck,
it's
we need to
over?
get our shit together.
What if they
or
take
a
it?
dinosaur's going to eat us?
They're gonna
Right.
take it.
It makes us be better humans.
No.
A little dinosaur
You don't know.
different than a big alligator.
It's true. Okay. Did you hear about the dude?
You
in
don't know
Houston
my
who just-
position on alligators.
Did you hear about the dude in Houston who got killed by an
I'm
alligator?
glad you brought this up.
The guy was great. You hear about the guy who got killed by an alligator in Houston?
Yes.
Obviously, he's dead, and that's a terrible thing. But he saw a sign that said, "Don't go swimming in this water because there's alligators there," and it was at night. And witnesses report him as saying, "Fuck those alligators." Gets in and got attacked by an alligator
They
and
said he
died.
jumped in the water, and as soon as he jumped in the water, he got pulled under by an alligator.
No
my
way.
God.
Like instantaneously. And it attacked the girl he was with too, and she got away.
She got away, yeah.
Yeah.
She go swimming?
Yes. Yeah.
But the best is the
No, verbally attacked her from the water. It's like, get in the water, bitch. She's like, no. And they're like, all right, fuck it.
I read the headline for that, and they think the headline I read was "Man taunts alligators, alligators eat man." Or something. And I was like, "Man taunts alligators." Like, like that was the weird part to me. Was what the fuck was this guy doing?
I love the way traditional news has to report things too. It's like the man used an expletive to describe the alligator, and then got in the water and was attacked by an alligator. The word alligators used like 8 times in one sentence.
What that man say? What'd he say?
Fuck what?
Fuck what? Oh, go, come down here and say that again.
Alligator goes like this. What? Bring it on, dude. Fuck, come on. Hey, let me ask you a question. So we talk about little dinosaurs. Does dwarfism exist in anything besides humans?
Yeah, there's like, yeah, there's got to be. Because there's like, I'm going to sound really ignorant. I'm not going to say it.
We
Well,
breed
it's like-
them.
there's like-
dogs, like little dogs, like
Right.
a pug.
But
That's
there's
like
no-
a dwarf.
What about Shetland ponies?
Sure, but those are bred to be smaller over time, right?
But isn't that
But not just a
isn't
random
that just-
occurrence.
Like I've never seen just a random tiny white-tailed deer, right? Or I've never seen a tiny
Because
cat.
probably because dwarf animals don't survive very long, I would assume. Excuse me.
Even in the presence of humans?
I'm looking it up.
But like, could you get like a dwarf bear, like a tiny little bear? Like,
Oh,
just,
that'd be cute. He'd be like, oh.
fuck you,
Oh,
fuck
great.
you up.
Fucking Safari keeps crashing.
He would kill you. It's basically a big mean dog, basically. You know, there's cats like we have in our house, so like Joe the cat, and then there's the big version of cats like lions or whatever.
Oh, right. Didn't you see there was like that little dwarf hippopotamus that was born?
What? No, I
You
didn't
hear
see
about
that.
that? It was born like a couple weeks ago. I'll find it up.
Dude, hippos are fucking mean.
What's that?
If you want to get rid of an animal
That I did,
and bring in a dinosaur,
that was
get rid
the
of
thing
hippos.
that we talked about in Australia was how mean hippos are.
They're so they have such good PR. Everybody thinks like the hippos
No,
like
they're
the nicest thing.
very deadly.
They're like the most deadly. We were in Australia. We were talking about Africa, I think, and
We went to Australia to talk about Africa.
and talking about how mean hippos are. And
They're
how
very mean.
They are people are like, oh, lions, watch out for those. Hippos kill more people than lions. Like they are the most deadliest animal in Africa, or like hippos, because everyone thinks they're nice. Like
They're fast too.
yeah,
They'll fuck you up.
They're like, there it is.
What is a hippo?
There's the little bitty tiny hippo.
What's a hippo? Is
It's
that just a baby hippo?
No, I think this is a pygmy hippo.
Oh man.
Wow. Well, okay.
I mean, you couldn't sell Hungry Hungry Hippos the game in Africa, right?
Well,
it's like,
it's like
hey,
this.
that ate
They
my
had
dad.
No, they had a thing where
also, I'm kind of hungry. Oh, take it easy, everybody. It's a comedy podcast.
they had a thing where an episode of Dora the Explorer or something where she goes and she's like hanging out with spiders, and they wouldn't air it in Australia because the message was not all spiders are scary and mean.
Oh.
But they have so many killer spiders in Australia where they're like,
Yeah.
no, you can't air this.
Patrick, I'm going to send this to you. This is amazing. Oh, you did it? Oh, because she sent it to Patrick, so hopefully Patrick get it up. Biologists in Sri Lanka have published the first documented evidence of dwarfism in an adult wild animal. A male Asian elephant measuring just over 5 feet in height was seen in an aggressive encounter with a male of average size. The elephant's small stature was due to disproportionately short legs, according to the findings published in the IUCN SSC Asian Elephant Specialist Group journal, Gaja. The dwarf was by far the main aggressor in the altercation, little Tyrion Lannister there, and appeared to be older than the other, a young adult, and that's it.
Oh,
That's exactly what I was talking about. That's amazing. That's amazing. So it's not, but that's the first documented case of dwarfism in so I guess a non-human animal.
Is that a small road or a big elephant? My sense of
It's like an optical
proportions
illusion.
right now are.
We need like something for scale next to
Yeah.
the elephant to show.
Yeah, I think that's an entirely different issue than breeding. You know, when you breed something to be smaller or taller or whatever, you know?
Have you ever seen the pictures of dog breeds from even like 100 years ago versus what they look like now?
Yeah.
And how, we've
Made a little
really
burp there.
manipulated.
Edit that out.
What's that?
I burped a little bit in the mic.
We've really manipulated the way that a lot of these animals look to where they're, almost like unrecognizable. You wouldn't know like what the species came from.
Some people are calling it get rid of like dog breeds, like pugs specifically. They're like it's horrible that we're breeding these animals and they have such problems like
Bulldogs too.
breathing. So it's like let's not do that anymore. Let's mix it. And it's like, but you're getting rid of something. Like it's not like you're changing it. It's like you're eliminating this.
It's still a dog.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're bringing in like other personalities, it's like no longer the same. Like it no longer acts the same way. It doesn't have the same traits that breed does.
Yeah, but
It's like you
got
haven't
rid of other
changed
dogs
anything.
by
You've
breeding
eliminated
pugs.
it.
Right.
You got rid of.
Yeah, but it's easier to like create something than get rid of it.
Right. What?
What I'm
It's
saying
like
is
we
that
already have them.
You're making the same choice. You're making the choice to breed a dog that has a better ability to breathe, and you're saying you're getting rid of pugs, but the decision to like breed the dogs in that way eliminated lots of other infinite possibilities of dog along the way.
I know, but it's like we already have it now. Like regardless of
That's
why
what-
we did it.
Now you're
it
saying you're right. You're
exists.
mentally stuck that this is the version of the dog the way it should be, but it's not.
It
Are
might-
they
No, I'm
all
not
the
saying it
same
should be.
species?
I'm
Are
not
they
saying
all
it
the?
Oh, that,
I'm not saying it should be
That's a bull
anything.
terrier,
I'm
right?
saying that
Yeah.
it exists, and I don't want it not to exist.
What if?
I think it's
let-
great,
let me-
and I'm
let me-
attached.
Let me
That
run
just looks like a picture
let
of
me
two
run
different
something
dogs.
hypothetical by you then. What if in the process? Wow, that
thought
was
you hate
crazy, the boxer.
hypotheticals.
Yeah, but for the sake of argument, I want to do a hypothetical with you here. What if they start like, okay, we're gonna outlaw for example. Wow, we're gonna outlaw pugs. We're gonna
Breaks my
change.
heart.
We're gonna change it. We need to move them. We need to change some of their characteristics, and pugs are gonna now be super pugs, and they're 3 times as adorable, and they don't have the health problems anymore.
I'd do that.
What?
See, it's marketing.
No, but it's
Yeah.
like, are they mixing it with? They're not mixing with other dogs.
They got to mix it with another dog.
They just
to-
take the
But then, what's
cutest-
the super? How are they making it super and awesome?
Yeah.
You're just calling it. What does it do? Is it like?
Right, it's like a cuter version of a pug.
Yeah, I'm
like
sold.
a cuter pug that doesn't have breathing problems and can fuck on its own.
I'm sold.
Is it small? Like I don't know.
There are some dogs that can't breed
No,
of
I'm
dogs that
fine.
cannot
Leave
breed
it.
on their own.
Right, like
A bulldog.
English bulldog. Yeah.
English bulldog, they're at the point now where they can no longer
Why not?
breed on their own. They're not physically capable of breeding.
What is impeding their breeding?
Tiny dicks.
Really?
No, I don't know.
No.
They just
Like-
have they
or
have
they
shitty
just
wingmen. They just have the bugs cock block them. That's what happens. They really like
just need,
meerkats.
they just don't have is it a mounting thing or is it a?
Chris, you want specifics, man? Let me look
I
up
thought it
dog
was-
sex.
Let me read this one.
Okay.
Why can't bulldogs fuck?
Why
That's
would you
gonna
look that
be in
up?
my
Let me read
browser
this.
history forever.
I want to remind everyone this episode.
Second most common autocomplete besides why can't they mate is why can't bulldogs fly?
All right, let me read this. I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by Why Can't Bulldogs Fuck?
They actually can. They can breed. They just can't give birth naturally.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Because the size of the
It-
shoulders
gotta,
versus
like-
the size of the hips,
You got to pull it open.
they can't. Brandon, they can't. They can't naturally pass through the birth canal. Or if they do, it's like exceptionally traumatic to both mother and baby being born.
See, that's a little bit different than the pug, because that thing's just like it can't sustain itself. You know, with like animal, you're like, oh, you know, it has these certain features that aren't ideal. It's like that's not a reason to eliminate it.
Well, don't you want the pug? Doesn't the pug get shit in the folds of its face?
Yeah, you gotta do that. It gets shit on its eyes because its eyes aren't actually in its skull. Its eyes like protrude. Like I had to look. I had to Google what happens if pug eye falls out.
They do fall out, right?
Yeah, they do.
They fall out.
They could pop out. Yeah.
Oh my god! What do? You lick the back of it and stick it back in? What do you do?
I think you're supposed to like put it in. I forgot.
You just
I should
pop it
look
back
up.
in.
I forgot.
You don't pop it back in.
Yeah.
Why?
I should
wouldn't
look
you?
it up. Yeah, you
Oh
can't
my
put it.
God.
You can't really like tape a bag of ice to its head and have it walk around. But then again, you probably wouldn't walk.
I imagine it wants to go back in.
Dude,
Yeah.
I can't get a dog to eat a heartworm pill. I don't know how you get a dog to hold still and pop its eye back in. I would go, hey, the dog eye pops out. Time to get a new dog. That's exactly how that would go for me.
Yeah. You also can't take them outside if it's too hot or too cold.
Pugs?
Yeah, they are room temperature dogs.
Yeah.
They will shut down. Like I've been walking her once, and it was hot out for a while, and I was like, oh, we'll be okay. And then at one point, she's just like, nope. And it's like I guess a survival instinct. She just like sprawls out, and she literally will not move. And I was like, oh, that's smart. So I just carry her
Surface
for
area?
the rest of the way.
God. Yeah, Ashley kind of threw me a lifeline last night. She made me delete a tweet. Maybe it was 2 nights ago. It was a snarky tweet. It was just like, it said, 4th of July, your yearly reminder that dogs are the stupidest pets to own. Did your dogs go nuts on 4th of July? She said, you're just going to offend dog owners, and those people are easily offended. So I deleted the tweet. But I saw
think
all
you
these
would
photos,
offend
like
anybody.
people like in their bathtub with their dogs, and their dogs are scared shitless because of
No, it's
fireworks.
serious.
With I saw a picture of a dog with earmuffs.
I saw
Yeah,
that too.
ear protection.
Yeah, one of my dogs doesn't like it. The other one doesn't care. So if the one that doesn't like it, I literally pull him up onto the couch and just put him next to me while I play video games. And
Dogs
He's
die
fine.
like that.
I couldn't make either one of my cats give a fuck about that. They didn't give a shit. Do cats not have good hearing, or what's a cat got?
I
Besides
think they
attitude.
don't give a fuck. They don't see it. They don't smell it. They don't care.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they tend to just not be aware. Like, I mean, if somebody knocks at your door, the cat's not going to run over there, right?
Uh huh.
I think dogs are always trying to figure shit out.
Oh, this little dog.
Someone has,
Speaking
by the
of a
way,
dog,
somebody has to agree with me about the dinosaurs, right?
What
about it?
What about it?
That they rule, like they understand how to live in this world.
no,
and
they
they-
understand how to live in a 200 million year old world.
Right. There's a lot of plants.
They
that don't
would
exist.
Yeah,
know
but
the
they were
difference.
there
They're
for
not
like
gonna know the
200.
difference.
They existed for like 250 million years, and we've been around for like 80,000.
One form or another.
Like we're bringing back something that we don't have. Like they understand. They can.
You're giving
they
them
can
too much
sustain.
credit.
And like the
They're
only
just
reason they're
an animal
gone is
that's
because
born.
you know, like a meteor hit the Earth. Bringing them back, another species that ruled the planet. It seems like the worst idea in the world.
They're not a species. It's like a genre species.
Genre. It's official
That's the way it works. It's kingdom, phylum, genre, species.
subclass.
Like, it's just an animal. You know, it's like it'd just be like, well, where am I? Okay,
I feel like it's if you're dating a girl and like
Wait. What?
it'll be born and it's just gonna be like, oh, this is the world, and okay, cool. It's just gonna accept whatever it sees. It's like
I feel like it's if you're in a relationship.
it's not gonna know that
How
the
you gonna
dinosaur is born. It's not gonna be like
Wait, I wanna know-
I ruled this place 7 million years ago.
Brandon was about to go from dinosaurs to relationships. Let's go. Let's go.
I feel like
Let's go down that rabbit hole. It's like if you're in a relationship. Go ahead.
I don't know which one I want to go with. They're both so interesting.
It's like if you're in a relationship and you're really happy and your girlfriend dated this guy for a lot longer than you a few years ago.
Years.
It's like you've been dating a year, she dated for like 5 years, and then he broke up with her and she was really heartbreaking and she really missed him, and then you invited him to come hang out with the three of you guys.
Why
You're
would
like,
you do
hey,
that?
why would you bring back dinosaurs? That's the point.
So he's the
Why
dinosaur.
are you bringing back something
Bravo.
that ruled your
right.
domain?
That was really good, Brandon.
Do we all agree with Brandon?
That you wouldn't bring the guy back around? I guess it makes sense.
If a
I guess it
dinosaur
makes sense.
fucked my girl, yeah, I would not bring it back. Let me tell you that. No, I absolutely think we should bring dinosaurs back. If we could, yes.
They would. They would just do it. They would just do it.
Someone's eating the loudest bag of chips in the world behind me. What
That's
the
Chelsea.
fuck? Do you do that in a theater? You go and you like bring your own food. It's the loudest bag I've ever heard.
She had very quiet posture when she was doing that. She was like, this.
Apologies to anyone wearing headphones.
So did you guys catch up on all the Reddit drama this week?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
Yes.
what was going on.
Yeah,
I saw it, but I was like, why are people angry? Oh, it's Reddit.
Yeah, there you go. It's a cascading set of events, which happens, I think, pretty much anytime anything gets pretty popular. Gus, would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
And
It's like dinosaurs.
this is now the thing where everyone revolted about the thing on the thing. Like everyone's complaining about Reddit on Reddit, which is kind of, I don't even know how to equate that to anything else. That's like paying admission to a movie to
complain about it?
Yeah, to complain about the movie. When going back to see a movie you already hate.
You should go post about it on Dig.
What's that?
No, the ultimate one was people giving gold to people who had good criticisms of Reddit. It's like
Right.
going to a free movie and then paying $10 to complain about the free movie.
Right. It's like sending a rare stamp to somebody to complain about the movie that they made or something like that. It was just ridiculous. They're paying money to reward somebody, but they're paying the money to the company that they're all very pissed off at. Anyway, what happened was a very popular admin from the AMA subreddit named Veronica, and I know that because every front page post.
Veronica.
What's that? Victoria. Sorry.
Let him go with it.
Sorry, it was about, but it was like every front page post was this thing about Veronica, Victoria. It was all about her, and she was a apparently very helpful person according to everybody. She was fired. Now, to play total devil's advocate here, when somebody gets fired from a company, the company will never say why the person got fired, so you really don't know. And as far as I know, Victoria hasn't. Ash, you want to back me up? Has Victoria said why she got fired? No. She hasn't gone on public record to say why she was fired either. But she was fired suddenly. And that was a horrible thing. And then Reddit started to shut down. Moderators run the subreddits. And some of the subreddits can become default, which means you don't have to have an account. You don't have to be logged in, and they appear on the front page.
Yeah.
Whereas if you subscribe to something through an account, then those will also appear on the front page. They typically have lower vote totals and things like that, so they don't typically rise to the top. But the people who had those default subreddits, they started to turn them private, which meant you had to be invited to see it. So none of the links worked, or none of the links were appearing on the main page. I think Pix was one of the only default subreddits that didn't do it.
And it makes it look like the website.
Why did they do that?
It makes it look like the website's
Protest.
broken.
Oh, protest.
Yeah,
Like they
he's
were
like
turning off.
sabotaging
They
the
were
website.
turning off major sections of the site. The users had the ability essentially to turn off major sections of
What
the
did
site.
What did Vanessa do?
Vanessa, Victoria.
You're on fire tonight, man.
What did she do to get?
Really?
Yeah,
What did she do to get fired?
Yeah. Or no. What did she do with the Reddit?
She
No, she
coordinated
would-
AMAs
there you
and,
go.
provided
She
proof,
verified
yeah.
people that were up for AMAs, among other things. But
So she had a very public face.
and people who performed AMAs, like even other subreddits. I think the science subreddit said that she was very helpful to them for making AMAs. So anyways, everybody protested. What I found interesting in this is, first of all, I've seen this, I feel like 1,000 times now. Every time this happens, and everybody acts like this is a big deal when one of the major pillars of the internet kind of falls over flat, or the fans kind of deconstruct it or break it down, they always act like that's a big deal. But we've seen that before with like MySpace and Dig and lots of other things where the people have just abandoned them and left them, and usually in a big run. And I thought was really interesting this time is there was a site. What happened last time with Dig was Dig implemented Dig version 4, and it was a version of the site that nobody liked, but Reddit already existed, and you would hear about Reddit sometimes on Dig, but then you go to look at the site and it's like, this site is so
I don't
ugly.
get it,
Yeah, I don't get the site. So you go back to Dig, and then Dig fucked up, and everybody moved to Reddit in one big mass exodus. And I think that could have happened this time because there was like a clone of Reddit called Vote,
Mm-hmm.
VOAT, but their servers were not capable
They couldn't handle
of
traffic.
handling it.
Yeah.
I think long term, that was like a $50 to $100 million missed opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. I think they still gained a lot of visibility, and people know about them, but they didn't capture.
And my prediction would be eventually everyone will be on Vote. Now that people have awareness of it, this was like an awareness campaign for Vote.co, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Now that people know that exists, as problems start to come up on Reddit, people will move over to Vote. But man, that opportunity, you kind of work your whole career to like prepare for things, and these opportunities, the X factor opportunities come up every now and then. And if you're not ready to capitalize on it, it's just such a huge miss.
So
You missed the vote.
That means today we need to start a website that
It's 'cause it's
eventually
spelled
people are going to
VOAT.
leave vote for.
It's like boat.
You want to make a ton of money?
missed the vote.
Just make a messenger client.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was waiting
Did
for
I cut off a
myself.
joke? No, really, seriously, just make a messenger client, because I've seen messengers since the mid 90s. I thought we were done when AOL bought ICQ, right?
What is ICQ?
ICQ was like the alternative to AIM Instant Messenger.
Okay.
Or just AOL Instant Messenger AIM. And ICQ bought them. And there was like Yahoo Messenger and MSN and stuff like that. But then like every couple of years, there's a new messaging client that just completely takes over for everything else. I mean, WhatsApp just sold for $18 billion. It's a text client. That's
Did
all
you
it is.
hear about the valuation for Slack?
No.
Slack, which is what you say, it's a messenger client.
It's a messenger
that
client.
that companies can use for corporate
It's
communications.
literally like the oldest technology on the internet.
$2.8 billion valuation.
Really?
Whoa.
And that's not even, as far as I
messaging.
know, it's not even really public. I mean, that's like private messaging stuff, right?
Right. It's like if you set one up for your company, so everyone in your company can talk.
And who made the $2.8 billion?
It's based on venture capital investment. Let's see. I got to look it up. So back in late last year, it was at a $1.2 billion valuation. Now it's at a 2.8. So they secured a $160 million financing round back in April, which is what set their valuation at $2.8 billion.
Wow. Crazy. So there you go. Just make a messenger client. That can't be that hard. I mean, they all basically do the exact same thing. And then at that point, it really just becomes about market share, and that's it.
I just hope they can all work together and integrate everything. Like right now, I use the Apple Messenger, and I can text people.
Yeah, you do that horribly.
Because sometimes it goes
You'll
from like
text
email.
my phone, and you're like, "Did you get my email?" And I'm like, "What?" It came to my, and then I'll be.
Yeah, I text you and say, "Did you check your email?" How's that weird?
No, you'll text me.
You can't jump mediums for communication.
You text me, and it goes to my phone, and sometimes it goes to my computer, and sometimes it goes to my email, and like, there's no consistency.
I will not stop. I will only do it.
Like you do it so horribly, like because you commit to only one.
It's the first I'm hearing of this.
You can't jump mediums.
No, you've heard of it.
You've got to stay in the medium the communication was initiated.
But
You can't. If you got to conclude the conversation, and then you can switch to another medium for another conversation.
Yeah.
Where are these rules?
Because you lose the train of thought, or you lose the train of messaging going.
Yeah, you do that sometimes too. You'll email me, and then you'll start texting me, and you'll be talking about things that you emailed me, but I haven't read your email yet.
Oh yeah, no, that'll.
Yeah, yeah, because you're and it's all one thought process. So
Can't you mark my stuff as priority and have it just like sent?
So I'm like,
Chris was like,
so
absolutely
I'll see your
not am I
text. And I'll
doing
be like,
that.
what is he talking about? And you're like, did you not read your email? I was like, no, I thought I got a text message.
All right, you're gonna get some very long texts. Sure. I will explain the backstory of this going back years.
You should just type out all your email, and instead of emailing it, just copy and paste into text.
I will do that.
Yeah, I love. So from when I'm sending messages, I love the fact that there's one interface now that I can do it like from my computer.
You can
And
text people from your
text
computer.
people from my computer.
Even Android, people with Android phones.
I love it.
Yeah.
I hate receiving it because then it's like, boom, like a big giant block of text. Or alternatively, you have the over texter or the over messenger who'll send like one sentence at a time, each one as its own message.
I do that.
Yeah, and it's like, ding, ding,
do that.
ding. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in my pocket? Burnie, ignore.
Well, like 15
love
years
it.
ago, you had asshole friends that knew, like, every text message would cost you a certain amount.
Mm-hmm.
So they just send you bum, 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 bum. Like,
Yeah,
over
I
and
would
over.
do that when people would travel internationally.
Oh,
I say, hey, what's up? How much do you think text messaging is in that country? Let's find out.
I
Tell me what you're seeing.
I
It's
did that to
over and
Miles
over
in
again.
Canada, except I sent him a picture of a toilet with money being flushed down it.
That stuff's ridiculous. I mean,
International data's stupid.
It's stupid.
It's like the last big racket.
It's the equivalent of like long
they're holding
distance
on to.
calling was like 20 years ago.
There was one time when I went down to Australia, or I was either Australia or New Zealand, and we were putting out like season 7 disc. It was one of the season discs, and so I've wrapped up production, and then immediately went on this trip, and they were working on getting the DVD together. Brandon, you were probably on the fucking email chain, and so they sent that PDF with the cover.
Oh yeah, it was costing you a fortune.
The cover art. They were. I was on the email chain included. They were sending the cover art, and it was like a 5 meg attachment for PDF. And then somebody like, can you move the E a little bit to the right? And he's like this. And they would send the PDF back. And they go, sure, I'll do it. It's in my pocket the whole time, just checking these emails and downloading this PDF. And I think that conversation cost me something like $600. But I called AT&T. One thing that's great about AT&T, and there's not a whole hell of a lot of things that I really like about AT&T, but one of the things that's really great about them is if you call them and you tell them that, they always knock it off your bill. Mm-hmm. They almost always do. So and you can actually go on the website now and retroactively, like assign your stuff back. Like you can say like, I want to add the international plan last June 1st. Like, you go back 30 days. You can do it.
I like AT&T. You don't like AT&T? They sent me a new modem. They were just like, hey, here's a new modem. Or gateway, whatever you call it.
I gotta
and
say,
it's like, this has AC Wi-Fi. Hope you enjoy it.
The service I have with Time Warner at my new house, I hate Time Warner. I have a mixed bag with AT&T. But Time Warner is absolutely fucking lousy. At my new house, the internet goes in and out. And I had AT&T. I had the gigabit at my old house. That thing was like a dream come true.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, that's what I have.
I could upload a 2 gig like Let's Play video file in like 7 minutes. If that, like maybe 5 minutes.
My Wi-Fi connection is 400 megabytes a second on Wi-Fi.
400 megabytes.
Megabits.
Megabits.
It's still
Who
good.
said that? Who said megabytes?
You did.
It's totally fine. Yeah, but it's and my new one is like, I'm lucky if it even works half the time.
That sucks.
I had
Internet's over.
years ago. I lived when I lived in that rental house where the Fulcrum made an appearance.
Oh shit.
I had the similar problem with my Time Warner service where it would go out certain times and it would work certain times, or I would notice that like I would start getting dropped packets, and I realized that if the temperature outside was ever over 92 degrees or below like 65, my internet wouldn't work.
It's like a pug.
And it was like a pug. And I would call Time Warner and tell them, like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I would tell them, it doesn't work because it's hot. It doesn't work because it's hot. It doesn't work because it's cold. They didn't believe me. And finally, eventually, after like 4 months, I convinced him to send someone out. He comes out. He's like, oh yeah, the piece of equipment on the pole, the fan was broken on it. So whenever it got hot, it would just overheat and shut down. Like, I've been saying this for months.
Yeah, why don't you fix it?
Yeah, why don't you send someone out? No, have you tried rebooting your? I've tried rebooting my fucking
it. That's the
modem.
first fucking thing I did.
I did that. I've done every other goddamn time.
Can you do it again though while we're talking on the phone?
Yeah, they ever like force you to do it? They're like, no, you have to do it again. And we're like, all right, I'm doing it now. Just like
the most recent time I called my ISP.
You ever do that though and it works? That's the worst.
That's the worst.
that happens here at the office.
That's the worst when you follow their steps and it works. You're like,
the most recent time I had to call tech support for my ISP, I was going through all troubleshooting. Before I called them, I rebooted everything, and then we went through all this process. So like unplug the cable from the wall, plug the cable back in, and I did that. And I was like, do you want me to power cycle my modem? Like, no, there's no need to do that. Hey, can you go ahead and find the power on your modem and pull that out? I was like, what? The power? Can you just unplug your modem from the power? I was like, yeah, I can. I was like, I literally just asked them if they wanted me to do that. They said no, and then asked me to do it.
They didn't know what power cycle meant.
I guess not.
Hey, let me ask you this. So this is something I ran into just recently because I'm trying to get all my cord maintenance in my new place. There's a pug like laying flat.
That pug has entered shutdown mode. Power save.
Got to power cycle the pug. Got to bug cycle it. But the thing I'm trying to do is like get really great cord management because I fucking hate cords. I hate cords. So one of the things I was trying to do is trying to buy a 1-foot version of a power cord because I got a Roomba. I've never seen Jeff so insulted. I walked into the achievement hunter office, and before everything, he was on the couch, and I said, hey, real quick question. I said, I'm thinking about buying a Roomba, and I know you have one. Should I get one? He like stood up. He was like, are you kidding me? Because how do you not have a Roomba? Apparently he has like one in each level of his house or something. He was really upset with me for not having a Roomba. So now I have a Roomba, and I want to plug in right next to the wall. It's right next to the plug. And the fucking Roomba is so dumb. The first thing it does, it comes out of its dock and then hits its dock. It's like, the first thing it does every time,
It's like a drunk driver.
It like knocks its dock out of alignment. Then it comes back. It's like, I can't get in here. It's like, you fucked it up, you stupid robot. But sorry, I didn't mean to say that about machines. Sorry about that.
They're all stupid.
No, they're not. They're all very helpful.
Dude, one killed one yesterday.
So here's what I was gonna. Long way to get to this, but I wanted to buy a 1-foot version of the power cable. I'm going to describe it to you. It goes with like the PlayStation 2. It's the power cable with the two dots and the groove in the middle, and you plug it in like that. Okay, that's one version of a power cord. Another version of a power cord is the kind with the 3 prongs and the rectangle that goes in the back of a PC. And there's other kinds of power cords. There's ones that are like 3 dots, and then there's one on the Xbox that looks like the 3-prong one, but it's only got 2 prongs.
Yep.
What are those called?
Power cords.
I use them all the time. What is the one that goes with the PlayStation 2 called? What is the one that goes with the PC called?
The rounded one, like
Yeah,
that?
the rounded one.
The figure 8.
It's right, exactly. I was like, I can't believe I know like everything about like RAM and all that, and you know, different protocols on the internet. I don't know the difference of the names of power cords, and they don't have names. It literally took me like 30 minutes.
What's it called?
Like a C1EG adapter, and the plug that goes in your wall is an NE1. So it's an NE1 to CE1G cord. That's what that's called.
Idea.
Those should have fucking names.
Yeah.
We use them all the time.
Let's call it Larry.
USB. It's like a micro.
Yeah, but we always get the micro and mini
Macro,
confused
mini,
anyway.
and-
That doesn't
yeah.
really help.
Or and it's all. And then you end up with like, oh, is it a micro A or is it a micro B?
Yeah.
You ever tried to explain to somebody what USB-A cable is? Like,
Oh,
what
God.
Is that the
USB-A?
printer one?
It's a printer one.
Yeah.
It's a square
Oh, I
one.
was
Yeah.
gonna say.
No, that's USB B.
Is that B?
Yeah,
What's
A is the rectangle you plug into your
like
computer.
a
B
device
is the other
cable.
end.
A USB device.
Well, I didn't
Oh,
even
I
know
just
that.
meant
thought
I
that-
just
always
say
called that a
device.
B cable.
Like-
I don't even mention USB.
You don't typically have an A to A cable.
No, you never do.
Yeah.
Because you can't go device to device, or you have to go computer to device. You can't go computer to computer or device to device with USB.
Gotcha.
Here, let me read this out.
They're going to combine USB and Lightning. Have you heard that?
Yes.
Are they gonna do that?
It's part of USB-C.
Are they going to do that?
Yeah, the USB-C adapter or plugs for the new MacBooks are going to be able to like break out to Lightning and other things.
Let's do it.
Are
Or
there new
Thunderbolt.
USB cables
Yeah, there's USB Type C.
My new monitor
like
has...
that are coming out?
It's already out. Have you not seen them?
Yeah. It's a new kind of USB that combines USB and Lightning.
And power.
I have
Well,
to get all
Lightning
new
has power.
USB cables.
Well, like it's for the laptop. Like the laptop now does not have a power cord. It charges via USB-C.
Okay.
What were you saying?
You know how hard it.
All right,
What's
let me
it on?
let me read this and we'll talk about
Brandon,
it.
it's basically the equivalent of getting HDMI in audio and video because it's like everything you want basically.
I know. It's just like I just got new USB cables.
If you don't have a Type C port, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
You worry about cables?
All right.
That's like the least. It's,
have you seen
a
my
new
life?
a new format comes out. He's worried about the cost of cable
No,
replacement.
it's because my hard drives are everywhere in my life.
Let me read
so
this.
worry about replacing the hard drives.
But they need cables.
But the cables come with the new drives. You get the cable.
People
you can't
take
plug
them.
it in.
People take them, especially the USB 3 like flat
Do
ones.
you understand what a
They
USB
come with it,
format
and
is?
then
Do you
people
even
take
understand the
it.
conversation that we're having? You can't just buy a new cable and it upgrades your fucking hard drive.
I'm just saying, if I get a new hard drive, but that's a new cable, and I'm not gonna have a
the
new
drive will
cable.
come with a motherfucking cable with it.
I know, but people are gonna take it, or it's gonna get lost, and I'm not gonna have it.
So what does it have anything to do with the cables that you bought today?
Because I finally got to the point where I have an acceptable amount of cables.
That won't work with
And
the new
it's-
drive.
I know, and now it bothers me. It's the whole process all over again.
Technology
Lord.
is-
I don't know why he's so upset. I'm with you, Bernie. I don't get it. I really don't know what he's talking about. I have no idea. You seem like a lunatic.
No, like, have you? I have a cabinet
You're
full
like-
of
it's like-
cables. I have to hoard them and lock them because people take them, and then I'm like,
But
I need
you
to plug in this
can't-
drive.
I feel like I'm gonna be walking downtown by a homeless crazy person. Like, but the cable, man. I got the
Okay,
cables
the
locked
USB
up.
2,
They're
and then
coming
there
for
was
my
3,
cables.
and then there
I
was
gotta
4,
hoard
and then
them,
it's
and I
like-
gotta hide them.
The same thing with USB 2. I need a micro cable. Or is that? Oh, we just have the mini cable. I was like, oh, god damn it. Are we ready to read something? I'm gonna have a
PC
heart
plug
attack.
is not EC plug.
Let me read this. I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by. Why'd you laugh, Chris?
just the way that they described the woman.
All of its complex,
Yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah.
Complex?
I don't know. Yeah.
Do girls make you nervous?
No.
How long did you date a girl before you can buy her underwear?
I've never bought
Lingerie, right? You mean lingerie, not like.
What's the longest you ever dated somebody, Chris?
like 4 or 5 years.
Oh, okay. So definitely long enough to buy underwear.
I don't like going down. I don't know. I don't want to buy it. That's like
You got a website you could do it. Just type it in.
I don't know about buying. I just
I I've done it before.
I don't even know. I don't
Chris
like
just
buying.
fucking locked up.
I don't know. I don't like buying any clothes for a woman, like at all. Like I'm not gonna buy a girl a shirt or a dress.
That's different though than buying her something that like you think is like.
I can say.
So Chris, you're saying 50 years is how long it would have.
No,
to be.
I'm just not gonna go. I don't feel. I don't want to buy.
Wow.
I don't want
You
people to
can't-
buy
you
my
can't get a
underwear.
sentence
You
out.
really
I don't want
can't
people to
process this at all.
Why is that a thing? That people, why?
What if a girl bought you underwear? How
Watch
long?
it,
What's an
extra
acceptable amount of time for
I-
you to be dating someone for them to buy you?
I mean,
underwear?
honest. Well,
Could be a dude, whatever.
I don't really
you be
care.
offended if
I
that
never
happened?
buy my own underwear. For the record,
Who buys your underwear?
Christmas.
Christmas buys your
Oh
underwear.
yeah. I never buy
I'm
any of my
not-
clothes. Yeah.
I
shirt.
only get underwear at
These jeans.
Christmas. That's why half my underwear
What
is
the
Christmas
hell
themed.
is wrong
Are you
with
fucking 12?
What is going on
I'm
over
not.
here?
If I'm wearing, I'm not. Okay, not today, but half my underwear is Christmas themed. It's like Grinch themed or South Park Christmas themed.
Yeah, I don't buy these
or
boxy
whatever.
outfits.
It's all Christmas themed.
Do we
I
not
haven't-
pay our employees enough money for them to buy fucking underwear?
I don't know
Buying
what's
clothes
happening.
seems like such a waste of money.
I don't like buying.
Clothes are
well, okay. Yeah.
As
No,
opposed to what?
I don't like going clothes shopping, and especially for something that,
Especially?
for something that hardly anyone's gonna see, like my underwear.
Okay.
But your underwear.
You know it's not clothes shopping to buy underwear though, right? You're not going and trying on different underwears. Do you understand that, right?
Yeah.
You just buy.
I just don't know. No, honestly, I don't because I don't buy underwear.
It's funny you say that
what
because
the hell is wrong with you?
Blaine.
I'm trying to think what else he would. I'm trying to rack my brain. What else wouldn't he buy for himself at this point? Like, what else do you get at Christmas?
for a
mom
long
was
time, I
like,
never
that's
bought
enough.
socks. I buy
So
socks.
you buy yourself
now.
socks now. What is the difference between buying socks and buying underwear? What is the difference in the process?
I guess I just underwear lasts longer. That's about it.
It's socks. Apparently,
Yeah, I lose
last till
socks.
Christmas.
It's funny you say that. You don't care about your underwear because no one's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
see it. Before this podcast,
Bunch of
Blaine
Drano
and Daniel gave like Gus and I this like 3-minute speech about what kind of underwear girls like, and we're like, both you guys are single. I don't know
They're
why
trying to
you're.
explain to us the best types of underwear.
The way-
Yeah,
my-
and like
my
when girls see
thinking-
this, you know what they think, and it's like,
My thinking on underwear is if a girl gets to the point where she's looking at your underwear,
Yes.
she's past the point of no return.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Chris
But
means
let me
Chris
tell you
means
something. Let me tell you something.
She's not gonna
And
see
let-
my.
I'm-
To
She's
clarify
not gonna
that-
see my Grinch stole Christmas underwear.
Please clarify that statement.
Chris just means that if she's seeing your underwear, you guys are probably
We're
in
already
a place.
like.
She's free to
Yeah.
to not
She can make her
be
own
involved.
decisions.
No. Yeah. What I
He
mean is
means
like
that
if
most
if
likely-
what I'm saying is if we're at the point where we're like taking off that many clothes, she's not gonna be like, well, I don't know about this guy. Look at his underwear.
Yeah,
She's not gonna judge me based on my underwear. At that
She might
point.
judge you, but you know, she'll
Yeah.
Let's say you
probably
get,
not a deal breaker.
if you get a girl all the way down and
Yeah.
she's got Grinch underwear on, Brandon.
Oh, yeah,
you're
I'm into
gonna-
it.
There's gonna be a pause. You're gonna have to think
no,
about that.
my pause would be like,
It's July. It's July, and she's wearing a goddamn
Where did I meet her?
Christmas tree.
Christmas tree and candy cane.
my pause would be like, how she has to be over 18, right? Like that would be my worry. Like,
Like, I mean, that was like, and actually said, like, she's in July, and she's wearing Merry Christmas underwear. That's gonna give you a pause.
No,
It's
I'm okay
a lot
with
of
it. I'm
people
like,
have
oh,
underwear
she's like, this is
6 months,
this
but
is a
that's like out of
character.
date. You're just gonna be upsetting.
I mean, I have Ninja Turtles underwear. I wouldn't wear it, on a date. Well, not a first
I do too,
date.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We shop
the
at
thing
this
is,
place.
That's
Let me
just
tell
for
you,
Brandon.
you guys are the perfect target for that ad that I just read.
Yeah. Go.
You guys are the
Go
perfect
buy
case
underwear.
study. You're buying like underwear once a year. You're getting underwear once a year from relatives.
Yeah.
It's
She has good taste.
And they still. The thing
you
is, my
wear it
relatives.
so frequently. It's like the thing that's closest to your
You know
body.
what's going to happen as a result is every time Chris goes to an event from now on, 2 people are going to bring him underwear. So you will never have to buy underwear again. They'll
Great.
show it. He might
Great.
go his whole life and never buy underwear.
Great. I hate buying underwear.
You haven't done it. How do you know?
What do
What about
you
buying
hate
clothes?
about
All
it?
of
Like, what, no. I'm curious. What at its core, what at its fundamental is it that you hate about buying underwear?
Thanking
Hate
grandma.
is
I
a
don't like
strong
trying
word.
on.
You
I don't
don't
like.
have to
try
I know.
on-
I just.
You
I
shouldn't. You
also-
shouldn't try on underwear. Let's be clear about it.
I
You
don't
know your
like-
size. Look at the size. Go to
I
the
don't even.
website.
Honestly, I have no idea what size underwear I wear.
Ask your
don't
mom. She
know.
buys it.
You really don't know.
I swear to God.
Oh my god. These are adults.
You're a medium.
They pay taxes.
Am I?
Yeah, you're a medium.
All right.
I hope they do. No, every April my family has tax day and they fill it out for me.
Total bummer.
I do it by myself.
No. My dad's girlfriend, she has really good taste.
Your dad's girlfriend buys your underwear.
I think all my clothes, most of my clothes.
You have
I
to
think they'll
think
get me
about it.
underwear. I'm trying to remember. Someone gave me Calvin Klein underwear, and I can't track down who it was. Buying underwear, you would never buy underwear for somebody though, right? You'd buy lingerie.
Well, that's
It's different.
Well, girls' underwear is like much better than guys' underwear anyway. It's like all like
That's my
I've done that before. I once tried to buy
That's your
like
point? What does that mean?
Girls have fancy underwear that's like, guys, I'm
Chris's hand motions are amazing.
guys' underwear is just like it's a thing that it's just you wear it and I'll accept whatever I.
Whenever Chris explains something, you can just mute it. It looks like he's like explaining what a rainbow is every single time. It's just it's a really and I can't do it and I can't.
All right. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
I got lingerie for a girl before. I once tried to get I was like, here's a gift card to this place.
Oh, that's not
what place
sexy.
was it?
I don't know. It's this place on 183 or Anderson and Burnett.
Anderson and Burnett.
No, it doesn't say lingerie in the title.
Taboo?
Taboo lingerie?
It's not taboo.
That's what I'm hearing off behind me.
I can't remember the name.
Where'd you?
But no, nothing ever. And it's like I can't like nudge. I can't be like that gift card I got you. It's like
Is it candies?
Candies?
no, it's not like one of the. It's like a nicer boutique place that has normal clothes and then other nice clothes. I'll look it up.
There's nice clothes and then
I'm gonna-
nice
I
clothes.
Here, I'll find out.
Agent provocateur.
Okay, so
But you wouldn't buy just like underwear, like just like straight like.
We have a Rooster Teeth scarf coming out.
yeah.
Looks cool.
It does.
It looks really good.
I think I saw the Achievement Hunter one. Mm-hmm. It was green, so I'm assuming either it was a misprint or it's the Achievement Hunter one.
Fast.
Fascinations?
That might be it. Is it kind of like a bigger or mid-sized building?
I think.
Oh, you're not looking at like
How about
Google
Google
Maps.
Maps?
I think they're using Google to try to help you here.
Okay.
When
trying to help
was
you.
this?
I don't want to say that because that would like make the you'd know. I don't want to say.
Sometime-
What happened? What was the reaction? Okay, so you went to this store.
We were there
Fascinations?
together, and I was like, "Oh, hey, this is cool. I'm gonna get this. Are you cool with this?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Sweet," and I got it, and I was like, "Man, maybe she just doesn't want to spend the money herself on this stuff, but if I just give a gift card, woohoo."
What was the reaction when you handed her the gift card for Fascinations and you were like, "Go knock yourself out with all the crazy underwear"?
Gosh, it might have been email. I can't remember.
What do you mean? It might have been email.
I can't remember. No, it was a hard gift card.
You're
So
a terrible gift giver.
What
first
was
of
the
all.
occasion?
I'm not
Emailed
a
her
terrible gift
a
giver.
gift card.
I got you a pipe once.
That is. I'm gonna stand by my previous statement. So
you were really into pipes.
You had to me the gift card to go for her to go get lingerie for herself. That's like one step up the handwritten coupon for like lovey times or like a 1 hour massage. That's like right there above it.
I thought it was like I thought it'd be more comfortable. I thought it was like, well,
you're essentially buying a gift for yourself and masking
Yeah.
it as
And not
a
even
gift
getting
for
it.
the other person.
I didn't mask it.
You're making
I didn't
someone,
be like,
you're
hey,
making
it's-
someone else do the work. So you know what you should have
I
done?
thought it, and like I don't know what size to get. What if I get the wrong size? And it's like you
That's
get
a good
something
call.
too
She
small.
should've
or
let
too
the
big.
dildo
That's a
to
good
replace
point.
you.
You make a good point. If you got like, I would never buy anybody just a bra. Like I would never do that because then it's like you're just asking for trouble. Because
Yeah.
if you get it too small, that's bad, and if you get it too big, that's bad. There's
Yeah.
like you gotta
There's
like
no
you gotta
winning.
nail it. You gotta nail it.
And plus, maybe it's just there's a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
You're like I don't know what's coming. I don't know what's coming. But
don't know what's
I didn't.
coming.
I didn't phrase it though as
Here you go, babe. Get yourself something I like.
like
Make it crotchless.
not
Check out Chris's
phrased
pants.
like that.
You don't know
I
if you
still
gave it-
get
you
other
don't
gifts.
know if you gave it to
That's
her
not
via
the only
email.
gift. No, I'm
You
pretty sure.
don't know.
No, I bought it in the store, so it was definitely like a hard. Like it was. I gave it. It was a physical copy, and I gave it. And it's not like I was like. I was like, hey, this is
That's
pre-Christmas.
still what I want to know. What was her? Oh, it was a Christmas gift.
No, I was like, it's not like it was a pre-Christmas thing. It was obvious that it was.
Okay.
kinda
All
for
I
me.
can say-
What was her reaction? You hand her a gift card for the fancy underwear store. What did she say?
I thought she was excited about it, but I turned out to be wrong.
Because she never used it.
She never used it.
I think
And it's
most,
just sitting
I think
there.
most gift cards go unused.
All I know is if someone had given me a gift card for underwear, I would not use it.
You just wait it out for the next Christmas.
What
would it take? Like, let's say you go this Christmas, nobody gives you underwear. Are you going out and buying underwear at that point? Who buys you the underwear? Who's like that's their go-to gift for you?
My grandmother.
Is your grandmother?
What
and
is
my mom?
What currently, approximately, to the best of your knowledge, how many pair of underwear do you have at home?
Probably 25 to 30.
Of the 25 to 30 pair of underwear you own at home, what is
starting an army?
what is the oldest pair? How long have you had your longest pair of underwear?
25 to 30.
15 years.
Chris! What the fuck, man? I just read the fucking ad. Throw it away.
It's not uncommon for my underwear to lose the elasticity.
Oh yeah, no, that goes
to where it looks like I'm wearing just a sack.
Yeah. No, I got that.
And I just
What is it?
I
Does
can
it
relate.
have a print on it of any kind? Is it like Saved by the Bell or anything?
No, I mean
Jesse's Span. It is.
15 years old. Those haven't gotten like desecrated at times through the years.
by what?
Yourself.
No.
Never-
Desecrated.
It's a little,
Are they
gets
just,
in there.
Are they just bad underwear at this point? Are they just
Yeah.
like-
It's just like
what
you can only
kills
wash
them is
that
the
out so many
elasticity.
times. Okay.
When the elasticity goes out is when they go in the trash.
So you got a pair that's 15 years and going with elasticity?
One pair, yeah. It's
What is it?
just plaid and
just- that's
tight.
it?
It's a little tight.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's 15 years old.
Chris, why do you hold on to it?
How old are you?
It's still good.
You've
It's
got
still good.
25 to
How old
30
is
pair.
Chris? How old is Chris?
Even if you're not going to
I don't
buy
even
new
honestly.
ones.
25 to 30.
How old are you?
28.
13. He's had that underwear since he was 13 years old. Have you had anything since you were 13 years old?
No. God, no.
Bad attitude. That's about it.
my devilishly good looks.
No, those like the loose ones. They ride up on you, and you end up like having them up to your
Yeah.
waist. I have that problem.
Nope, you don't. You throw them out.
Throw them
That's the way that
out.
works.
Buy some more.
too. No, I
So-
just donated a bunch.
You donated underwear?
Yeah, I washed them first.
They don't take that.
They don't.
Oh, they don't?
You just make
They throw that away.
You just make somebody
But
else
somebody could use it.
throw out your underwear.
You know why? That's fucking unsanitary.
No, that's why you wash it. Is it unsanitary for you to rewear your own underwear?
I would not rewear someone else's underwear.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or what if you got them on discount?
There was.
I have other underwear that isn't mine.
I don't
that
wanna-
still wear.
What does that mean?
I
don't want to know.
I can tell you a Laser Team story. So for Laser Team, we had to wear these thongs, and we had to wear them under our latex super suits. We had to wear these. They're called dancers' belts, but they're thongs, and they had our names written in all of them. And I'm not going to go too much in detail because I don't want to throw anybody at the bus. But I go into my trailer, and I just was like kind of kicking around, reading lines, stuff like that, about to get ready. Then I go to put on my thong, and I realize it's not my thong; it's got someone else's name in it. And I was like, oh, god damn, what a stupid mistake for wardrobe to make. And I walk out of my trailer door, and I see the person whose name is in the thong I'm holding already in full costume standing right there. And I was like, I went to the wardrobe people, and I said, I have no idea how to tell you this, but that person is probably wearing my thong. And they went and told the person, and they were I thought I'd never seen. I thought they were just gonna explode out of their uniform to get that thing off. They freaked out.
Did they tell them they were wearing your thong specifically?
They just
or
said we
someone
think there
else's?
was a mix-up with the thongs. So then we all demanded new thongs after that because they wanted to give me back my thong, and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
She got a
I
new
need
thong every day.
I need.
Just donate the others.
I need a new thong. But the best part of my day, I really sympathize with ladies that wear T-back underwear. The best part of my day was getting that fucking thong out of my butt. That was like after an 8-hour day on the set. It was like unbelievable. What a nightmare.
I'm trying to pull something up here.
What are you pulling up?
Let's see if I can get this to work.
Yeah,
So I showed up to don't show the image yet, but
Okay.
I showed up to film shaft shots, and shaft shots were supposed to be nude, so they got us dancers' belts to wear, so it looked like we were nude.
Also,
They
that's a
hand me
thong.
my dancer's belt to go get changed in the bathroom, and I take a look at it. It's got your fucking name on it.
Yep. That's
We
how
can't buy another one?
that's how little they care about us.
It was probably your fault. I see the person responsible for it over there. Spend the fucking $5.
And go get a new one. Yeah. Congrats, by the way.
I texted you that photo. Yeah. So you and I share a special bond, Burnie.
Did you wear it?
You know I did.
That's a one-way bond. I did not put that thong back on again. Or did I? Wait a minute. Did I have to put that? I think I had to put that thing on for the other day for something.
Wink.
Motherfucker. Why didn't you tell the story last week, man? Fucking A.
I was.
By the way, what's weirder that we wear each other's thongs or that you only have 84 pictures on your phone?
That was what I texted you. That's 84 pictures that I've texted to you.
Okay.
Oh.
No,
that was 12,000.
Yeah, I went through like my text history with you and hit
Oh, okay.
details.
I had an awkward introduction with someone.
No.
Hard to believe.
So I met the broadcast intern earlier. I was taking a shower.
Go ahead.
In the bathroom.
Thanks for clarifying.
In the bathroom here at the office, and there's that like shower curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a shower curtain, but it's like the shower curtain, and then it's like the sink is right there. I just got the shower. I was putting.
It's a shower
Yeah.
curtain.
Yeah.
You keep saying it's like a shower curtain. It's a shower curtain. It's exactly what it is.
I put on my boxers, and then I was putting on deodorant. I dropped my deodorant. I went to pick up my deodorant, and in the process, I kind of like came out of the shower curtain area to pick up my deodorant, and he was washing his hands, but I hadn't met him yet.
How much of you came out of the shower curtain?
Like,
Did you back out?
no. I was wearing underwear. I wasn't like unclothed.
It was 15-year-old underwear. Picture of the Grinch all over.
But it was like still one of those things where it's like I was like, I haven't met this person. I should introduce myself.
No,
This is the
Chris.
first- So I
No.
was like, hey, I'm
How-
Chris, by the way. Nice-
How old is that intern? How old? 22. So
you
he
can
was,
say it.
he was like 7 when you got that.
I guarantee they will never have a job again the rest of their life where they meet somebody they work with in the fucking shower. Like
But it was
coming
like,
out of the
well,
shower.
I was just like, hey, I'm Chris. Nice. What's your name? And then it was like, oh yeah. So what do you do? And then it was like kind of that like, what that awkward, like, oh yeah, cool. So, all right, well I'm gonna get dressed now.
Why did you feel the need to have a conversation? Couldn't you say, oops?
It's Chris. That's why.
Yeah,
It's
just-
Chris.
Just say, hey, what's up? Let's talk later.
That would be weirder, I think, because that's like hey, let's talk later.
No, that's not how he said
You
it.
did a different voice.
That's not how he said it. Oh.
Hey, listen. Let's talk later.
I gotta say too, it's like that. The intern should not feel bad because that's all of our experiences with Chris all the time, basically. So it never. I hate to say this, it's not gonna get any better.
Did he
That's
tell
as
you
good
about
as
his
it gets.
pants? Did he go into that? Let me tell you why I'm not wearing pants right now.
Let me explain why I'm wearing underwear that has the 3 wise men on it. Let me explain that to you.
All right, well, we should wrap up.
I can make one clarification.
Okay, make a clarification.
So I remember when I got the gift card.
Yes.
It was when we were in the store for the first time, and I saw everything there, and she was still shopping around. I went and I bought like a big-ass gift card. Because I was
Why
very
is that? Why do
excited.
you clarify that? Why do you tell that part?
It's not worse that I was in there and I was like buying it while she was there.
Not really.
No.
How do you also
It-
buy a
Oh,
gift
right.
card? How do you buy a gift card unless you
Yeah.
go to the place?
Yeah, but it's not okay.
You don't want us to think you're a weirdo and you went back to the sex store?
I think that would be normal. That would be more normal is you go back to some place and you get the gift card, not like while they're over there, you're buying this gift card.
It's weird
What
that
would
she
be
didn't
weirder
notice
is-
you making a transaction and buying something without
Maybe
her
I
while
was
she
buying
there.
something else.
What's the worst gift you ever got?
Worst gift I ever
I'm
got.
surprised. All right, I'm the normal one.
No, that's not normal. You're fucked up. I don't know. I can't think of a bad gift. I can't even think of any gift I've gotten.
Yeah, I wanted to buy a new subwoofer for the room that Chris and Brandon destroyed at my old house. And so my ex knew that. So for my birthday, she wrote me a check for $500 to go get a subwoofer. but it was my check. she literally, it was my name was at the top of it, and it was like $500 from me to me. I was like, "What?" Are they? She goes, "Well, this I just want you to know
it's symbolic.
It's okay to go spend the money." I'm like, "It's my money."
That's like you said, like the little thing you write yourself, like 1 hour of background.
Exactly. And then it turned out to be, over time, a very valuable gift, because then I couldn't buy a shittier gift than that. It was impossible. That like set the bar like too low. It's like, well, I got you a box of half-eaten chocolates, but at least I didn't write you a check with your own name on top. You guys get any bad gifts like that? Have you given any bad gifts? You guys seem like you'd be giving bad gifts.
I'm a good gift giver.
Dude, I'm telling you, a gift card to a lingerie shop is probably not the way to go.
That's less of a gift. Like, I think a gift is like, I'm just giving her something. A gift's like something.
What was the occasion? We just
All right,
no occasion.
I just thought of.
No, the occasion was like, this store is awesome. And it wasn't a sex store in anything. It was just like a clothing place. It's a great store.
What does that mean? Well, it wasn't a sex store.
It's not like we kept naming like,
adult gift shops.
Adult gift shops. It's not like that. So
is Fascinations an adult gift shop? Do we still have our fact checker over there? They don't know.
I just remember.
It's not? Okay.
Sometime I bought a girl underwear.
You bought a girl underwear. What is it?
Was it Christmas?
In 7th or 8th grade.
What?
We hadn't even kissed yet.
Just let him talk.
It was like one of my first girlfriends ever, and we'd been dating for like a month or something, and it was our 1 month anniversary. And my friend was like, I was like, I don't know what to get her. He's like, you should buy her some sexy lingerie.
You're shitting me.
How old was your friend? Was your friend the same age as you?
Yeah.
Where'd you go? Like
I don't
Walmart?
know. I don't know. I think I went to Victoria's Secret.
Did your mom drop you off at the mall?
Yes. And I bought a thong type thing.
You did not do that.
I'm cringing.
And I bought it, and then at school I was too embarrassed to give it to her, so I was like, here, and I just handed her it wadded up in my fist, and then ran off.
You didn't have it in like a box or anything, so you're just a kid walking around with underwear.
I was like, here, I got you
panties in your pocket.
I got you something. I got you something. I handed it to her, and I was like, all right, I gotta get to class, and ran off. Like, I just booked it. I didn't wait. I just like handed her a wadded thing and ran. That was it.
What happened after? Did she ever talk to you again?
Not. She said thanks.
By order of the court, no.
She was like,
it
didn't last much longer.
Oh my god. So you got nowhere to go but up from there.
Yeah. So that's.
Do you think she still has it?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm certain she still has it because she keeps her underwear longer than I do.
All right. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys.
What happened here?
I should mention I meant to talk about this earlier. We're actually changing up the release schedule a little bit.
Yes. So we got feedback about when we changed like 2 weeks ago. We brought everything in line. And the live podcast, which you're watching right now, or if you're listening later, this is how we record it live for sponsors. We got some feedback. We talked about it before, where people felt like there was a previous benefit where the sponsors would have the podcast for an additional day, even though that really wasn't the case. But we can't really escape that is the perception that that's the way it was. So, Gus, we're modifying the schedule to get in line with what people want.
Right.
Based on their feedback.
Sponsors will have a 24-hour window of exclusivity for release, after which the podcast will be released for the general public. Mm-hmm. So, and that becomes effective with this episode. So, for example, this episode will go up for sponsors at 11 a.m., which is earlier than normal, on Tuesday. It'll be window exclusive for 24 hours, and then it'll go to the general public.
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
On the Rooster Teeth site and YouTube at the same time.
Correct.
For public on both places at the same time.
Correct.
It'll be on the Rooster Teeth site for sponsors on Tuesday, and now Wednesday on YouTube.
Yes.
And it will be what we had just until right before this. It was a week delayed going to YouTube, so now it's all down to Wednesday of the same week.
Exactly.
So last change we're going to make, but we appreciate the feedback and we're reacting to the feedback. So.
Yes, we're taking it all.
Look at us.
We're taking it all in. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next week.
Victoria, you're fired.